All right, good Friday evening, everybody. All you Bear fans that are out there, welcome to the Bearcast. We're up here at Butch Pedersen Field at the Little Rose Bowl on a just gorgeous night, Veterans Appreciation Night. The Bears are playing host to Cascade. This is Mike Quinlan along with my partner, Jared Tyley. Hopefully we'll have a special guest show up here during the game. But tonight it's district time. This is when it counts. These are the games you got to have.
Yeah, and I was reading stuff today, for along the lines of high school football across the state, and it was all talk about this is when everybody's 0-0. It doesn't matter, those first three games, sure, they're good for you. Mm-hmm. We got a good win last week, but now the slate's clean. It's 0-0, and this is when the real time starts with district play. Yeah,
and that's what you want to do. You want to make the playoffs, and then to do that, you really need to win the first game. The Bears are 1-2. Cascade is 0-3. But we really have two different styles of football here, T. We got the Bears throwing 56 passes so far in 3 games. Cascade has thrown 99.
Yeah, and I think you're going to see two different styles, and I think there's a reason for that. West Branch has that big, experienced offensive line, and Cascade doesn't quite have the size that West Branch does. So I think you just play to your personnel, and Cascade's playing to what they have, and throwing the ball works better for them. And I like the fact that we run the ball with our big, experienced offensive line. Yeah,
and talking about rushing the ball, Cascade has 61 rushes in 3 games. The Bears have 111. And what's most impressive is they got 6 guys with 9 or more carries. So they spread it around, but you can see that John Hirschman wants to establish the run.
Yeah, for sure, and I think last week showed that we have multiple guys who can do it. The first few weeks it was Cale and Zach, or not Cale, I'm sorry, Cooper and Zach a lot. And then last week you throw Aaron Marsh in the mix, and I thought he did really well, especially with the zone scheme that we run. So, and even Keaton Gates got a carry last week. So getting a bunch of different guys involved, and that's what we need, get them more experience. So as the season moves along, you can develop trust in those guys and move the ball around.
Well, the other thing we saw last week, T, was the development of a sophomore quarterback named Brendan Dale.
Yeah, stepbrothers, right? That's what we call him around our program, is stepbrothers. And he was outstanding last week, I thought. It's not like he threw the prettiest ball, but right. He did what it took to get it from point A to point B. And I think the biggest thing that stood out was making the right play at the right time. And he just comes across as a gamer. And you don't find that a whole lot in high school kids, let alone sophomore high school kids. And I think that kid's got a bright future, and hopefully he just gains more and more confidence as the weeks go along. Yeah, and we had some other kids that stepped up. Joe Heyman was phenomenal. You talked about Aaron Marsh, Jake Swisher. It was just probably one of the best team efforts I think I've seen in West Branch. Absolutely, and I think we kind of hit on that during the cast, towards the end of the game, and I think Hirsch hit on it too, that's what was so fun about last week's game, is it just felt like there was so many contributors in all facets, offense, defense, special teams, and kids like Joe Heyman and, like you said, Jake Swisher and Cole Crossway coming in, and guys like that, and even Connor Capper, I got it right the first time this week. Kids like that, they all stepped in and did their job and just made plays when their team needed it too, and it was just a fun game last week.
Yeah, it was, and so hopefully the Bears can carry that into this first district game. Folks, we have Veterans Appreciation Night, which if you've ever seen it, it's just absolutely spectacular. We're going to have jumpers coming in with the game ball and the flag. Kids will line the field with flags. They will honor the veterans. We'll walk down the sideline at the end of the first quarter. So if you're home listening, get up here, because you will not see, number one, a better evening weather-wise, and then a better way to thank our veterans for everything that they've done. So, it's spectacular. You're going to have a great view down there, T.
Yeah, and speaking of weather, it's 76 degrees with not much of a breeze at all. It says 6 miles an hour, but it doesn't feel like anything. And it's beautiful out down here. The field's in great condition, and they did another nice paint job on the field with the SLF in the middle, and just another great night. I mean, it's a broken record, but at the Little Rose Bowl.
How big is that flag in the south end zone?
Yeah,
that is huge.
It is huge, and I'm not sure who donates that or who brings that in, but I would guess somebody along the lines of Bruce Barnhart or something like that. But they got it up on a big lift, and it's, if you ever drove by Perkins when they have their big old flag, it matches that and maybe some.
Yeah. All right, so now we're going to take a break. We're going to do our player profile interview with senior Shay Farmer. We'll be back with the Bearcast in a few minutes.
For over 50 years, the Fullwider Insurance Agency has provided quality insurance coverage for the West Branch area. The Fullwider Agency provides superior customer service and quality insurance solutions for you. As trusted choice independent agents, we're able to find the best insurance products and services available to protect you, your family, and your business. Call 643-2695 to ask for a free insurance review. The Fullwider Agency, a proud supporter of the West Branch Bears.
Hodge Construction is a leader in developing commercial and academic spaces, multifamily condos, townhomes, and more. Hodge Construction began in Iowa City in 1981, focusing on residential construction. Through positive relationships and quality projects, Hodge has continued to grow and expand its project diversity over the past nearly 40 years. At Hodge, clients aren't customers, they're partners.
Introducing SnapStack Checking and Savings from Fidelity Bank and Trust. With SnapStack, you can earn cash back on your everyday transactions, plus 5.12% APY on savings balances up to $5,000. Open yours today and make bank in a snack. It just makes sense. No minimum balance required to obtain APY. If checking activity qualifications are not met, all savings balances earn 0.05% APY. Visit bankfidelity.bank for terms and conditions on the account. Fidelity Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
EMS Detergent Services has been providing janitorial supplies to businesses across the Midwest for over 50 years. Based in North Liberty, EMS uses products made right here in Iowa and offers exceptional and affordable services for their clients. Learn more at emsdetergentservices.com. Julie and Dan Hayes at EMS Detergent Services, proud supporters of the West Branch Bears.
This week's player profile, Shay Farmer, number 25 in the program. Number 1, I think you got 3, 4, 10 family members in town, so you're probably number 1 in their heart. So tell me what it's like to be arguably the 3rd, maybe 4th best athlete in your entire family.
It's kind of tough, just living up to their legacy, but every day you just got to work and try and be as good as them.
Does your dad tell you stories of when he played?
He does, yes. He talks a lot about it. He talks a lot about how he was such a small lineman and he was having to use his speed to kind of get at the bigger kids.
Did he tell you that your mother was by far the best athlete in the family?
That's not usually how it goes
smartest.
down.
Certainly the most intelligent.
He definitely says smartest.
No,
I don't know about the best athlete.
Yeah, it's one of the most intelligent players that I have ever coached, no doubt about it. So speaking of which, that's sort of your MO. You're kind of, when you watch the field, you're kind of a leader out on the field. Like, well, when you're playing linebacker, that's kind of your job.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Being a coach on the field.
Right,
What do you think of that?
Pretty much just tell the linemen where they need to go on the blitzes if they don't know, and just kind of know everyone's job and what they're supposed to do.
Do you feel you have a pretty good handle on it most of the time?
I think, now a couple games deep, it's gotten a lot better, a lot easier.
How about you and Reese? Do you guys feed off each other pretty well?
This week he hasn't been practicing, so it's been a bit tougher to fill that role, but hopefully tomorrow it'll be easy since he's back,
What do you guys, when you look at each other, do you just know what he's going to say or what you should say?
Yeah.
What's it like? Give an idea.
Oh gosh, it's kind of just like, I look at him and I'll just be like, are you, like, you can say it if you want, or he'll just, I can tell he's tired, so I try and say what the call is, or so it's just something like that.
Well, this year you've taken on a few different roles. You're wearing many different hats, and not just defensively but offensively. Mm-hmm. You used to play lineman. Mm-hmm. Now you're a fullback. You played tight end. You played slot receiver. You've kind of been all around the field. What's that? I think that's a really big vote of confidence from your coaches. How's that make you feel?
It's good getting to play everywhere. It's just kind of fun, kind of doing a little bit of everything, moving around the field. What
do you want to do? I mean, after football, you got soccer in the spring. I know you're a wrestler.
Yeah.
So what else do you do besides that?
Pretty much that. Lift. It's just sports.
Chef club?
No chess club.
Yeah, nobody knows that anymore. So what are you looking forward to maybe next year? Have you made any decisions on what you want to be?
I think I'm going to go Iowa probably, do some business school there.
Are you going to go to business school, or are you going to take your gen eds and then maybe think about it first?
I think I'm going to go to business school freshman year, yeah.
Good for you. Yeah. You know, the average college student's 5.5 changes. 5.5 major changes. But
yeah, my mom changed a lot.
Yeah, so looking forward to the rest of the season and seeing what that leadership in the senior class, what do you like about these guys?
Oh, it's a lot of fun just being all together. Kind of, we've played together for a while, so it's so much fun.
I set you up. You could have said dogs.
Yeah, dogs.
Dogs. Well, it's been fun to watch you grow up, not just physically, but on the field as a leader and mentally. You've just become a pleasure, I'm sure, for the coach to be around and for us to be around as well. Looking forward the rest of the year to being around. And it's awkward. This is you now. What do you do? How do you end it?
Have a good night.
And what?
Go Bears.
Let's try that again.
Have a good night and go Bears.
Okay, go Bears and have a good night.
The Serving Cafe in downtown West Branch offers a welcoming atmosphere where family, friends, and neighbors can gather for conversation while enjoying home-cooked breakfast, lunch, specialty coffee, and delicious baked goods. Visit the Serving Cafe in their beautiful new location at 209 East Main Street across from Peanut Park, and visit them online at theservingcafe.com or search for them on Facebook. The Serving Cafe, proudly serving and supporting local.
This is Gary Dolphin, and those who know me know of my love for Iowa sports and Iowa history. We have a lot to be proud of, like the Herbert Hoover Presidential Library and Museum in West Branch. That's why I'm a supporter of their campaign to renovate and modernize the museum space there. And better yet, Iowa taxpayers who contribute to the effort will receive a 25% state tax credit on gifts of any size. Join me and help share Hoover's history. Get the details at standwithhoover.org.
Main Street Sweets is your hometown sandwich and ice cream shop. Located in the heart of downtown West Branch, between the Serving Cafe and Touched by Power, Main Street Sweets offers great burgers, tenderloins, cheese balls, and more. And don't forget the ice cream. Main Street Sweets, locally owned and operated by my wife Jessica and me, where we're always proud to support our hometown.
This is Marcy Willier with Urban Acres Real Estate. Are you looking to buy or sell a home in the West Branch area or surrounding communities, or just have questions in general? Give me a call at 319-936-5899. Go Bears!
Choose a realtor who knows the territory. Ken and Helen Fawcett of Cornerstone Real Estate Consultants are licensed agents with customer satisfaction as their #1 priority. If you're buying or selling a home or property in West Branch or the surrounding area, they can help. Your hometown real estate company with an office in downtown West Branch, Cornerstone Real Estate Consultants. Call them at 643-3344 or visit cshomesiowa.com.
Touched by Power Massage Therapy offers you the chance to relax, refresh, rejuvenate, and heal. Featuring a variety of massage options plus spa services, licensed massage therapist Tracy Hartz can help your body feel better. Touched by Power is located on Main Street in the heart of downtown West Branch. Find the available treatments or book your next appointment by visiting touchedbypower.com or call 631-1214.
The Bearcast for the 2023 football season is presented by the Fullwider Insurance Agency. Also brought to you by Cornerstone Real Estate Consultants, EMS Detergent Services, Fidelity Bank and Trust, Hodge Construction, the Hoover Presidential Foundation, Main Street Suites, Marcy Willier with Urban Acres, The Serving Cafe, Touched by Power Massage Therapy, and the West Branch Times.
All right, welcome back to the Bearcast. Mike Quinlan along with Jared Ty Lee. Hopefully we'll have a special guest for you here later on. We are getting ready for our Veterans Appreciation Night. The captains are out shaking hands right now. I want to be sure to thank our sponsors, Hodge Construction, Fidelity Bank and Trust, The Serving Cafe, Touched by Power, West Branch Football website, Main Street Suites, Cornerstone Real Estate Consultants, Fullwider Agency, Hoover Presidential Foundation, and Marcy Willier and Urban Acres and EMS Detergents. We could not do this Bearcast without them, so we thank them. Again, this is the first game in Class 1A, District 5. We're going to be doing some timing tonight. We have jumpers coming in with game ball, the American flag, a Butch flag. As you can see, the huge flag in the south end zone, and then right now we have all kinds of students lining the field with American flags. And so we've done this, I think the first time was, 2014, T?
I would go to Matt with that question. Yeah. He's going to know more than me.
And it's just a spectacular night to see all this red, white, and blue. And the cheerleaders were holding each of the service organizations up. And Scott Zabel, Channel 9 News, is here to see if he can get some airtime and then don't let those stat guys crowd you out.
That guy gets enough airtime. He needs to spread the wealth.
Yeah. The Bears' defense, the defensive backfield is going to get tested tonight. There's no doubt about that. If these guys are throwing the ball 30 times a game, so we got Braden Sexton, Zach Cooper, seniors at the safeties. But then we got Cameron Ginrich, a senior. This is his first time playing, and Keaton Gates. They're going to be busy tonight.
Yeah, and obviously Cam and Keaton not quite as experienced at the varsity level. Braden got some time last year, and then Zach obviously came from Solon. So I would say it's our most inexperienced group that we have on the defensive side of the ball. So, yeah, I mean, it only seems right that Cascade, who comes in throwing the ball most of the time, are going to attack our secondary, and we'll see how our guys hold up. I think the biggest thing is, as always, we need guys like Logan Wright and Reese Trepanier and the clan up front to put pressure on the quarterback.
Yeah, we need to get pressure. We do have some bigs. They like to blitz Trepanier a lot. But, yeah, the front rush is going to be everything. And the one thing the Bears do have, just looking at the lineups, is size. This defensive front for Cascade goes 180, 185, 205, and 180. And you look at the Bears on offense, 235, 230, 220, 225, 205. That's a big difference.
For sure. And obviously when it comes to high school football, teams that are more athletic and can bring size along with it are the ones who you see have more success. And obviously we talked about earlier, that's our most experienced group. That's the group that we need to lean on and should lean on. And especially in a game like tonight where we're going to have the size advantage, we need to be the physical football team up front and establish things early, especially with our running game.
Yeah, and I think we saw the first of that last week when Waterloo Columbus, about the middle of the third quarter, you could just tell that the Bears had worn on them.
Yeah, and we talked about it, and I think I made a comment even as time was going along. You could just tell that they were getting tired. And even with it's impressive because, I mean, it goes to show the importance of our conditioning program, or our conditioning part of our football program, because we run that fast-paced, high-tempo offense, and it didn't look like our guys were slowing down at all.
No, and you could tell that it was taking a big effect on them. So we should have our paratroopers coming in about 2 minutes. Hopefully Matt can catch that coming in. How's the scene look down there, T?
Pretty cool, Quinny, along the east and west sides of the football field for the people listening that aren't here tonight. From north all the way to south on the east and west side, we have kids holding American flags. And at the very south end, as we talked earlier, we have the big American flag. And then right in the middle at the 50 on the West Branch sideline down in front of the press box, the cheerleaders are holding the different military service flags.
Yeah.
So and you might have stated it, I don't know. But I know that Dave McElrath has a huge part in this. And he's very much so to thank for what goes on here tonight.
David puts in a lot of time into this, and we're thankful every time we see it. But have you been on the field when the paratroopers have come in?
I have been. I believe it was last year, or maybe 2 years ago. I don't remember. The last time they were here, I was down on the field. And even one year I was coaching, and I think it was a game against North Cedar, and it almost affected my coaching because I got so jacked up. I got so emotional because it is such a cool sight seeing those guys float. They drop them from a ways away, and those guys just float right down here to the 50, and one of them will have a game ball, and it sounds like one of them's going to have a Butch flag, and I'm sure one of them will have an American flag. So it's just going to be an incredible sight here tonight.
And you got to wonder, if you walk over that sideline, what the Cascade folks are thinking.
For sure.
They have never seen anything like this.
No, and even like with that simple, I don't want to call it simple, but with the non-football activities that are going on, that's intimidating. This place is intimidating when you come anyway we've been, just in my 3 years, and you've been doing a heck of a lot longer than me, our press box is
phenomenal.
It doesn't even compare when we go to other places, and even like our press box, and then the way our field is set up, and just how everything looks, and then you throw in all of these festivities, and it's got to be an intimidating atmosphere for the visitors.
All right, I will go through the starting lineups. Why don't you give me a heads up when you see the jumpers come? Matt, can you pan the field so that our folks at home can see these students lining with the American flag just about every yard almost? So starting for the Bears, Reese Trepanier at center, number 50. Our numbers may be a little off because they're wearing the veterans one, and that has red with a little camouflage. So at the guards, we have 62 Matt Lodge and Michael Montgomery, 77. Tackles Cole Crossway, got his first start last week, and Logan Wright, who has been dominating. At the ends, we have Trenton Schutte and Joe Heyman. At the wide receiver, we have number 10, Jake Swisher. And at the fullback, we have Connor Capper, along with his senior brother, Zach Capper, at the running back, and Quentin Dale, a sophomore, is our starting. Brennan. All right. And then defensive line, we have Quentin Rocha, Logan Wright, Michael Montgomery. We talked about our linebackers, Connor Capper, Reese Trepanier, Shea Farmer, and Trenton Schutte. Zach Capper, Braden Sexton, Cameron Ginrich. The person you will hear most about from Cascade is quarterback. He's a senior, number 5, Will Hosh. Like I said, he's thrown the ball almost 100 times. Running back, Juan Olivedo, number 10. Nathan Shakamal, a receiver. They go with 4 wideouts, Mick Hoffman, Eli Fritz, Brody Otting, and then across the front, like I said, they have a junior that's 250 pounds, but everybody else is near 200 or below. And it looks like they play a 4-3 defense. And the wind is, slightly out of the south, T?
Yeah, just a little bit. It's like 6 miles an hour, so it's not, those flags are probably making it look worse than what it is, but it's not too bad down here.
Now, I saw Reese Ginrich, who is a sophomore kicker for us. He hit a couple from 40 yesterday. And I got to believe with this wind out of the south, if he get a chance, I think the Bears will try that.
Yeah, and we do. You might have mentioned it. We do have some jersey number changes.
Yeah.
Aaron Marsh is number 11 tonight, and Mac Lodge is number 79 tonight.
And the other thing that's really cool about those jerseys is they all wear patches. And so they have a service patch. So, for example, McGavin Smith is wearing the Army patch from his grandpa, Wayne Lang, of Wayne's division in the Army. So how cool is that for these kids to not only to represent family but veterans in general?
Yeah, it's especially cool, especially for people right here from West Branch, and it's just a special night. It's got to be a special night for those service members. They deserve this kind of thing.
Yeah.
And we're very thankful for everything that they've done to help serve our country and protect us and give us the freedom that we have today.
Yeah. And a shout out, I'm sure Tim Shields sewed every one of those patches on, as well as the Butch patch. So it is just a phenomenal night, folks. Our American Legion Post 514 is walking out to the goal line. They are going to wait, I'm sure, until the jumpers come in. And Matt will try to catch this as much as he can. but it is just spectacular up here, folks. And what a gorgeous evening anyhow. What's the temperature out there, T?
75 degrees.
Yeah.
75 degrees, just perfect down here.
And the field is lined as you could expect. Parking is full, and Cascade is bringing a crowd. And just like West Branch, I mean, we were 0-2 last year, so the Bears cannot take this team lightly. They need to play to their own level.
Yeah, for sure. And, I mean, it's a game that, like you talked earlier, we have to use it as Coach Pedersen would call it, a springboard into district play. I mean, this is a big home start. It's good to start the district play at home, and our guys need to take advantage of it.
Well, and, this is just one more tradition that Butch started. We have the throwback game where they wear the purple uniforms in honor of the Polar Bears. But this Veterans Appreciation Night that I want to say he started about 10 years ago, I think when Matt McElrath was a senior, actually.
Yeah, that's probably right. So you're probably right. It was probably 2014 or so, 2014 football season.
All the Cascade fellas are in the south end zone. They're looking up.
Yep, I can hear the planes.
Oh, you can?
I can. I just don't.
Oh yeah, I see the plane right now.
It's probably up over the trees where I can't see it.
I'm looking east, just above the
I can't
library.
see it over those trees.
And it is circling, so everybody's head is turning up. This is just wonderful that David put so much work into this, and that look at the community response. I mean, how full of our stands?
Our bleachers are packed. I mean, and then you obviously, as tradition, on top of the hillsides, wrapped all the way around, basically till when the Cascade bleachers start, it's full of West Branch people.
Yeah, and I want to say there's a good 200 flags on this field.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, there's 3 kids every 5 yards.
Yeah,
so.
And like you said, and the service organizations that the cheerleaders represent, I mean, they don't miss a single detail.
Besides the flags that are being presented around the field, the colors presented by Chauncey Butler, American Legion Post 514, and the Boy Scout Troop 156 of West Branch.
As always, Boy Scout Troop 156, American Legion Post 514. You just can't thank those veterans enough for everything they would do. I would assume these jumpers got to come out of the south with that breeze. I don't know much about jumping, and I'm not gonna.
In years past, that's where they've come. They've always come from. They've always circled down to the south end, and then they've always landed, basically hitting the field on the run to the heading north. So I got to imagine it's going to be the same.
So we want to, give a shout out. We are streaming this live on the Bearcast, which is just wonderful. Thanks to our program director, Matt Chenander, who as always does a fabulous job. But people at home get to watch this game live. I'm sure we got a crowd at the Down Under and Herb and Lou's.
So a one jumper just left the plane
from the
north end, and he's coming down. He's right above me. I'm at the north goalpost. So he's coming. He's coming.
All right. You can hear the crowd stirring, can't you?
Yeah. He is coming. I'm going to kind of head out of the way. I'm not getting hit by anybody.
Well, Gracie's a good insurance guy, so he'll cover you. So everybody's looking to the sky. I think they're coming from the north.
Yes, they are. I'm at the north end, and he's directly above me. So unless he circles somewhat around, which he very well could, it's going to take him a little bit to get down here. But
you'll know when he's coming because the crowd will hear the roar. So again, this is Friday Night Football. The Bearcast bringing you Cascade versus the West Branch Bears on Veterans Appreciation Night. This is the first game of district play. So the Bears are in Class 1A, District 5.
And this jumper has a pretty good-sized flag, it looks like, on his tail. So I don't know if that's the American flag or that's the big Butch flag. And then we had another one is out up here above us, too. kind of at the south east end, east corner. He's got a big American flag parachute.
And
so.
Everybody's got their phone out. You will see this all over Facebook tonight. Plus Channel 9 News, Scott Sable is here. And I think this is the first time Scott has ever witnessed this, so it'll be interesting to hear his broadcast tonight on what he thinks. But, you know, the most important part about this is when those veterans come down at the end of the first quarter.
Absolutely, and we'll kind of talk about it when it happens, but they get our guys line up and shake hands with every single one of those guys and give them the appreciation that they deserve.
Yeah. So this is just a special night. You seeing anybody?
Yeah. So that guy, the second jumper has a big American flag. So I'm gonna guess that first jumper has the Butch flag. It looks like on his tail, and he's getting closer. He's gonna be the first one, I think, to get down here, and it looks like he's trying to circle to the south and land headed north, like we talked about.
Please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
Out for a second. We were going to listen to the national anthem. Our West Branch Bear band. Oh yeah, I see the first flag. Hey, what a wonderful national anthem. That was a Butch flag that came in first, and here comes a huge American flag.
Yeah, and they are coming in from the north and landing heading south, so pretty smooth landing by that first guy. Gosh, that's impressive what these guys do.
It really is.
And he's got the big American flag. I'm going to assume he's got the game ball with him too, as is what they've done in years past. So he's coming down right above my head a little bit here.
Oh, there he is. What a spectacular sight, folks. If you get a chance, record this because it is great.
Just incredible. Just incredible.
And there goes David McGrath to make sure the American flag is picked up. Thank you to our jumpers there. That was just spectacular. Holy cow. And both teams out there watching it. The Bears are up on the hill in their usual spot by the Wayne Rummel's Rock and what will soon be the Butch Pedersen statue up there. So just an absolutely gorgeous evening for this. And what entertainment, T.
Yeah, West Branch does it right. They always have since Butch has been here, and they continue to do it, on his behalf. So it's just pretty cool. Yeah.
The Bears run onto the field. They got the black bear flag dressing everybody tonight. The Fresh Soft plays Monday night against Alburnette's Fresh Soft. And so we're putting all the flags away. And we're about 2.5 minutes from game time. This is Mike Quinlan with the Bearcast, along with my partner, Jared Tyley. Jared is down on the sideline tonight. And we got a special color commentator tonight from the class of 2000, Butch's little boy, Kip. Kip, welcome to the Bearcast.
Hey, it's great to be here. What a perfect night for a game of football, huh?
Isn't it, though? Even without this Veterans Night, I mean, the weather is just absolutely perfect out there, but what a spectacular sight.
Yeah, I had to stand outside to see the whole thing, so I'm a little bit late, but this is always a special night, has been for years, and so many people put so much work in details to make this special for the kids, and that's really cool.
And nothing more than David McRath.
Yep.
He deserves. So, folks, if you see David around this week, around town, give him a big thank you, because this is just spectacular. I'm sure Cascade's all the way impressed because they've never seen this before.
Yeah, and the field looks absolutely beautiful again tonight. Great playing conditions. Yeah.
Did you get a chance to walk on that field? It is unbelievable.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, Tony Senior, who does the field, says next year is when it's going to be at its peak performance too. So
yeah, and Krafta from Solon, it is just absolutely. Even the referees that step on it just can't believe how good it is. So now they are introducing the West Branch starting lineup. Brennan Dale will be at quarterback. And it looks like number 5, Zach Capper, will be starting at the running back. Folks, we're about a minute 20 to go before kickoff here. Kip, is this your first chance getting to see the Bears, or did you get to see one of the previous 3 games?
Yeah, no, I've been to Williamsburg. I was here for the home opener, and I watched last week online. So
oh, you did?
Yeah, so I was lucky to see all 3 games here, and really excited and honored to be back here again tonight.
Yeah, and you know the tough schedule is going to pay off down the road.
100%.
Playing teams like Dyke, Columbus Catholic, and Williamsburg is just going to make you tougher. We were able to get through it without any injuries, which is the biggest thing. And then most importantly now, we got 5 weeks of district football.
Yeah, I mean, it's a week-by-week basis, but I think the most important thing, and I heard the coaches talk about it last week, is, you know, those 2 first weeks really kind of shaped the character, and we bounced back last week and really came together as a team. That was exciting to see, and I'm happy for the whole team.
Well, and if you didn't remember, the Bears went up to number 4 ranked Columbus Catholic up at 3rd place. They were 2-0. Averaging 46 points. We held them to 23. We shut them out in the second half, and we're able to put up some points. So, T, did you see who won the toss?
I did not. I'm going to guess we did and probably deferred since we're kicking off. So that's my guess.
Cascade, yep, it looks like we deferred. Cascade will be receiving. Reese Gingrich will be kicking off. Deep for Cascade. Mick Hoffman, number 7, Juan Olivedo. So Reese Gingrich, a sophomore with a pretty strong leg. And we're getting ready to set a perfect night for football. So here we go, Bear fans. Get ready for some Friday night football. Gingrich hits a line drive that's picked up about the 7-yard line, return to about the 22, where the Bears gang tackle. And one thing, Kip, you know, T and I were talking about is last week allowed us to create some depth.
Oh, 100%.
Play some players that didn't get a chance, and they stepped up, and that's just going to make us stronger down the road.
Yeah, I mean, that's the big – I mean, we're so strong up front, too, on both sides of the ball, so to even create more depth on top of that is going to be important, especially down the stretch.
Here's the Cascade Cougars. They come out, 2 wideouts left, 2 wideouts right. Hosh, the quarterback, in the shotgun. Olivedo off to his side. Like I said, they throw 30 times a game, so here they come running the speed option. Hosh keeps the ball.
We got it.
The Bears on the first tackle. That looked like Reese Gingrich on the tackle. They fumble the ball, and the Bears recover. T, how many times have we talked about turnovers and early mistakes?
Well, Matt and I were just talking about in the pregame. It looks like the Minnesota Vikings out there with the ball getting bounced all over the ground. We talk about it, and these are the chances we got to take advantage of just outside the red zone. We got to score.
Yeah, I look for Hirsch to take a shot right off the bat here.
So we got 2 wideouts left, 2 whites. Farmer comes in motion. Dale in the shotgun. Capper back there with him. He hands to Capper. Capper runs straight ahead and hard down to about the 17-yard line. Again, that's that spread them out and dive and find a hole, Kip.
Yeah, and I love watching Capper run the ball. He runs angry. He runs to hurt somebody, and it's just fun football for me.
That was a 4-yard carry. Again, 2 wideouts left, 2 wideouts right. Capper steps off to the right. They throw quick out here to
Seidel.
So Kale Seidel down to the 12-yard line. That's going to give the Bears a 1st and 10 right at the 12. So the Bears go right away. They're going with no huddle, trips to the right. And here's, throw out here to the side to Seidel.
Touchdown.
Nice, and he's into the end zone. Kale Seidel, a 12-year-old, just an out pattern, just hit him. He didn't even move before he caught the ball.
Yeah, they're definitely attacking the edges right off the start. So
yeah, and that's just a speed game, and obviously we had more blockers than they had defenders.
Yeah, they're attacking the edges, and then Cascade will have to counter that, and then that's when you're going to see a lot of running out of the Bears tonight. So
all right, Rios is holding, Trepanier snapping, Ginrich on the kick. Kick is down, and it is up, and it is good. So with 11:04 in the first quarter, Bears strike right away, and you know, that's one thing, especially when you got an opponent that maybe has a little doubt about coming into Butch Pedersen Field and playing, and then you put 7 up right away. That's important.
Yeah, now it's important is kick them deep and get after them. If they like to throw the ball, get after the quarterback, set the tone for the rest of the game.
Yep. And as we say, you got to make those mistakes pay. The Bears can't walk away empty-handed when you're giving the ball 1st and 10 at the opponent's 25-yard line. So Jake Swisher, Marsh, Joe Heyman out there, Nolan Staker, Franz, Shea Farmer. And here's Ginrich set for the kickoff. Deep is Alvarado.
Nice
Mick
kick.
Hoffman. Ball dies right at the 5, and they thought it was going to roll into the end zone. It didn't. That poor guy picked it up. And Tate Franz, number 52, on the tackle there. So, boy, that landed like a pitching wedge, didn't it?
Yeah, I think they were hoping the ball to go in the end zone and just kind of died right at the 5.
All right, so they got it at their 13-yard line, 1st and 10. Cascade Cougars, 3 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Hosh in the shotgun with Alvarado back there with him. Trepangier's looking blitz. They throw out here quick and going to gain a couple on that play.
Nice job by Farmer there.
Yeah. Shea Farmer and Reese Trepanier on the middle.
This defense does a really good job just
containing,
but they stick to their job. They're really fundamentally sound.
Yep.
They don't play outside of what they're expected to do.
And they run to the ball.
Yep.
All right, so we got a 2nd down and 10. 2 wideouts to the left. 1 to the right. Looks like they got a power I formation. Motion. Gonna hand it back to the tailback, Alvarado. He gets outside, gains about maybe 4 or 5, going to bring up a 3rd and 5. But again, you'll take that down in their red zone.
Yeah, they definitely got outside of the containment there on the other end of the field. So,
well, now Cascade is going with no huddle, so this will be interesting. It is 3rd down and about 3 at the looks like the 20-yard line. Trips to the left, 1 wide out to the right. Hosh back there in the shotgun. He's looking back to pass. He's looking over the middle, going for the single guy on the right, and good coverage over there. Overshoots him just by a little bit.
Cameron Ginrich on the
Cameron Ginrich, a senior who hasn't gone out, I think, since his freshman year. That's a pretty lonely place when you haven't played it. And then you got Keaton Gates, a freshman.
Well, you can tell that Cameron just gets better each week. Like he's finally catching his groove. That was great defensive play on his end.
Yeah. All right. Well, so Hosh is back to punt for Cascade. Deep for the Bears.
Oh, and he's over his head into the end
ball
zone.
is snapped over his head. He's going to get it off, and it's going to go out of bounds. All right, so basically they were snapping it from about the 20-yard line. Ball went over the punter's head into the end zone, picked up, and on the run he's lucky he got rid of it. But the Bear, it goes out at the 6-yard line. That was Cass Hoffman on the punt. But, again, great field possession.
And it looks like Cascade took a time out there to kind of get their defense set up. It's going to be 1st and 10 on the 26 heading in for West Branch here.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good field position at the 25 and 26-yard line. And, again, it may not be recorded as a fumble recovery or anything like that, but that's a mental mistake, letting that snap go over the punter's head.
Yeah, they've had 2 really costly mistakes early in this ball game inside of our almost inside the red zone almost.
Yeah. So let's see what the Bears can do with it. Coach Hirschman, again, as our head coach, Butch Pedersen, listed in the program. John Hirschman running the offense. Tyler Bailey running the defense. Kevin Braddock on the special teams. The line, you got Dan Zuniga, Jason Peterson. Chet is down there. So the Bears set up shop, 1st and 10. And it looks like they got 2 wideouts to the right, 1 wideout to the left. Dale in the shotgun formation. Capper steps off to the side.
Gates is back in there.
Gates is back in there.
Nice.
So Cooper Gates, number 23, who is a sophomore.
It's a 4-yard carry to the 22.
Oh, yeah, that's true. We have different numbers. 22. 32. Oh, 32. Oh, 32 is, should have known that one. So we gain 4 on the play, brings up 2nd down and 6. Here is Gates again, running hard up the middle, gains about 3 or 4. The Bears obviously are going to focus on running the ball and wearing down Cascade.
Yeah, I mean, we should absolutely wear them down. You can tell Cascade is committed to stopping the run.
Yeah,
and they're gonna challenge us to beat us with the pass, and we can do that.
Yeah,
we've already proven once we can score with the pass.
So here's 3rd and 4. Gates steps off to the right. Here's Dale back to pass. He's scrambling. He looks. He finds Seidel over the middle, down inside the 10-yard line. Just a simple hook pattern, and Brendan Dale did a wonderful job of being patient and letting that open up.
Yeah, he's extremely calm in the pocket. Even when he gets flushed out, he just keeps his cool and finds the open receiver. And when that falls apart, he can run too.
All right, so we are 1st down, and I think that's goal at the 10-yard line. Bears have 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Gates back there with Dale. Here's Dale keeping it on for no gain. That time they faked the dive to Cooper Gates. The counter to that is the quarterback, but Cascade played it well.
Yeah, they did a good job playing that particular play.
All right, we got 2nd down and goal for the Bears. They got 3 wideouts here to the right. In the shotgun is Dale. Gates in the backfield, steps off to the right. And here's Gates going up the middle, and he's carried down to about the 6-yard line. But, again, he's tackled, but he's still able to get 3 yards after being hit.
Yeah, they're really penetrating. They're shooting the gaps. They're running a 5-man front on us on defense, and I haven't seen that out of a high school or college team in quite some time.
All right, so now we got 3rd down and goal. The ball's at the 6-yard line. 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Dale in the shotgun with Gates back there. Looks like we got Farmer at the fullback running the speed option. Dale keeps it, turns up field, going to be down about the 1-yard line, it looks like, Kip.
Yeah, he really made that defensive end choose.
Yeah.
And did the right thing.
Yeah, and he kept it, got positive yards. We're going to have a 4th and goal. Bears are going to go quick huddle. 2 wideouts to the right. Dale's in the shotgun. Gates steps off to the left.
Oh, man, they brought it.
They brought everybody, and they sacked the Bears back at the 10-yard line. T, did it look like we were in a little bit of a mix-up there, or a little bit of a hurry?
Yeah, I'm not sure what we were trying to do there. Quarterback turned to his right, and I don't know if he was I'm not sure what – I don't think they knew what was going on.
Right. I think it looked like a broken play, but, give Cascade defense a lot of credit. 6:30 to go in the first quarter. West Branch leads 3-0.
Looks like we were bringing in another new cornerback. Looks like Arneman's coming in.
Holden Arneman, number 18. He played last year. There's 2 wideouts to the right. And here comes Hosh. He's rolling out to his left. He's throwing over here, and they had pressure on him. And you're asking a kid to roll to his left, throw over his right, to the short side of the field.
In your opponent's end zone.
Yeah. And so the Bears had good pressure on that.
Yeah, Schutte did a great job getting pressure and a good hit on him there.
All right, Trenton Schutte, number 14, one of our great co-captains this year, setting up at the outside linebacker. Cooper Gates, 32, the other outside linebacker. Trepanier and Farmer in the middle. Here's Hosh in the shotgun. And they're rolling to the right. He's keeping it. He keeps it. He's going to be close to the first down. I think just a little bit short, or at least I'm hoping so, T.
I think he's going to be about another yard or 2 short.
All right, so that's going to bring up
9 yards. It's 3rd and 1 at the
3rd and 1 for for the Cougars. Ball is on their own 16-yard line. 7-0. 6 minutes to go here in the first half. 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Wingback on the left side. Hosh in the shotgun. And they run the drive, and
I think we got it.
Yeah, I don't think they got it.
Yep, we got it.
And let's see who gets off that pile down there.
Looks like Schutte's in there again at the bottom.
Yep, Schutte and Logan Wright. So that's going to bring up a 4th down and 1 from at your own 16. Yeah. You've already had 1 bad snap. You got to keep that in the back of the mind.
And it looks like
back for the Bears is Joe Heyman. All right, so here we go, 4th and 1. They're going to punt it. The punt is away. It's a low line drive. Joe's going to take it on the bounce about the 40. Joe's got determination, and Joe has got speed. And Kip, you are looking at a soccer player that put on a uniform for the first time since 7th grade. And how impressive has that kid been?
Well, he's just a great story. I mean,
yeah.
all around. Just super happy that he's out on the team, and he's had a really big couple of weeks here.
Yeah, and he's just enjoying himself, and he has just got wheels. All right, Bears 1st and 10 from their own 45. 2 wideouts right, 2 wideouts left. Looks like we got Swisher and Seidel over here to the right. That'll put Schutte out to the left. Here we go up the middle, and gain of 1, and that's Aaron Marsh. Now, Aaron last week just had a phenomenal game. He came in there and showed some quickness and really helped us dominate that second half.
Yeah, you may want to go back and watch the last play over again, because Crossway and Logan just absolutely destroyed their side. And all
right, there's Marsh again. He's going up the middle, and he is quick, and he's down to the 17-yard line, 1st and 10.
I think Hirsch saw what I saw, because right now Crossway and Logan are absolutely destroying their side of the field.
All right. So Trepanier at the center. Logan Wright and Lodge on the right. Montgomery and Crossway on the left. Here's Dale. He's scrambling. He looks upfield. It's complete. Not tackled about the 10-yard line. That's Jake Swisher, everybody. Number 10, Jake Swisher. Nice catch. Jake is our leading receiver. So
I like that we're going up tempo too.
yeah, and both teams are. So 1st and 10 for the Bears. 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Marsh is scrambling. It looks like he's gonna make it on his own. That is a 10-yard scramble out of a sophomore quarterback. T, were you down there?
Yeah, it's just our quarterback making a play. They're at Rudger broke contain, and our quarterback tucked the ball and made a play.
And he made that decision early once he saw that green space. So nice run by Brennan Dale, giving the Bears their 2nd score of the game. Trepanier to Rios to Ginrich. Kick is up. Kick is good. So with 2:57 to go here in the first quarter, West Branch takes a 14-0 lead. So that's a good way to start the game. Obviously, we're playing on one side of the field right now. Cascade hasn't got out to their 30-yard line, I don't think. And I see the Bears defense just keeping that pressure going.
Yeah, I mean, they're just owning the line of scrimmage on both sides. I mean, they did stop us from 4th and goal, but
we stopped ourselves.
We are in complete control of this game right now, and now is the time to really put this team away.
All right, so here we go, set for the kickoff. Deep is Nathan Schockelmole, Mick Hoffman, and number 4, Cass Hoffman. So 3 guys deep.
And what a luxury it is to have a great high school kicker.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Reese is really putting this down.
I mean, it's just great kickoff.
Yeah, this is down. This is taken at the 5-yard line. Return, Bears bottle him up inside the 20, and as a special team coach, Kevin Braddock, that's what he wants. He wants to keep him inside the 25-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, he kicks it high and he kicks it deep and gives the coverage time to get down there and make a play.
And the one thing I think you see about this team, the team speed is above average. You know,
we got some speedsters for sure on the outside.
Yeah. All right, so here we come. Cascade, 1st and 10 from their own 18-yard line. Trips to the left, 1 wide out to the right. Hosh is in the shotgun. Back there was Alvarado. Bears are going with their 3-man front. 4 linebackers. Here's Hosh, shut up. He's looking over here to the left. He spins, gets out, goes to the right, pitches it out there. A good play. I don't think that was a design option, but good improvise by Hosh over there.
Yeah, and he seems like a tough football player. It took quite a shot to get him out of bounds, too.
He's a 5'11", 185-pound senior. He also goes both ways, plays safety, punts.
Looks like we got Tate France is back in there playing over the center and at nose.
All right. Tate, number 52. Here's Hosh, hands it to Alvarado. He gets through the line of scrimmage, and he gets Cascade's first down at about the 33-yard line. So 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. West Branch leads 14-0.
It's 1st and 10.
It is just a gorgeous night out there. Actually, it's probably a little cooler being outside. T, you got it made down there, huh?
Yeah, it's not too bad.
All right, 3 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right. Hosh is back there. He takes the ball. He drops. He just throws a little screen over to the right. The running back by himself gains about 4, but that's just a matter of keeping the ball in front of you.
Yeah,
Giving up the dinks.
I feel like we're saying his name a lot right now.
Yeah.
France is in there again, running from the nose guard position.
So we got Logan Wright at one of the tackles. France at looks like the nose guard. All right, so the Bears go to a 4-man front. 2 wideouts left, 2 wideouts right. Here's Hosh. He's keeping the ball. No, he gives it to the running back, and he gains nothing on the play.
Yeah, Rocha did a really great job getting in the backfield on that one.
You know, and T, we talked about this, you know, the depth that we had last week. You know, having guys go one way, how important is that?
I mean, they obviously get to stay more fresh if they're not going both ways. So, I mean, it's a luxury with a few guys that we got.
Yep. All right, so here we got a 3rd down and 7. Cascade from their own 36. 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 14-0, Bears lead. Trepanier looking to blitz. He does. He gets right. Oh, nice pass over to Nathan Schockenmoll. That was a nice post pattern. He had to throw that because Trepanier was in his face.
Yeah, I mean, they're putting together quite a drive here right now. We're starting to get some pressure on them, but we're going to be in a situation now. We got to make a couple of adjustments.
Braden Sexton on the stop over there. Nice pitch and catch by the Cougars. Gives them 1st and 10, and it's right at the 50-yard line. So 3 wideouts over here to the left, 1 to the right. Bears are in their 3-man front. They run Hosh. He keeps it on the quarterback keeper, and he gains 1. Good job by Shea Farmer staying home and Logan Wright. And that's not easy to do. You think that running back's got the ball diving up the middle.
Yeah, you have to make quick reads, and this is where you, against this type of offense, too, you really got to stay home and play your position.
Well, and you got to be disciplined.
Yeah.
All right, so it brings up a 2nd down and 9. We're at about 50 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Trips to the right, single one to the left. Hosh in the shotgun, and he's going to roll, and he's getting chased, and he gets rid of it, and they count that as a catch over there or not? Incomplete. Okay, he caught it, and before he could get his feet down, the Bears pushed him out of bounds. So
no, I think they're going to say that he did get it in. Okay.
Nick Hoffman on the reception.
Well, let's see. Now they're going to bring it back. 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, we got some good pressure. Little Gates was
chasing him.
Yeah, he almost got him in time too.
2 wideouts left, 2 wideouts right. Hosh in the shotgun with Alvarado. 3rd down and 9. Ball's right at midfield. And here's Hosh, and he's looking. Oh, good pressure.
Oh!
He gets it off.
Great pressure by Farmer and almost a pick by Tate.
Shea Farmer came on that time and forced him to throw that ball in a hurry. And Tate, who got an interception last week, as did Logan Wright, almost had another one. So that's going to bring up a 4th down and long. Let's see if Cass Hoffman is going to punt this ball away. All right, Seidel goes back. Hoffman is going to punt it from his own 40-yard line. Seidel sitting about the 10, and we got a timeout, Cascade. All right, we'll be back in a few minutes. We're going to take a break for our great sponsors.
Choose a realtor who knows the territory. Ken and Helen Fawcett of Cornerstone Real Estate Consultants are licensed agents with customer satisfaction as their #1 priority. If you're buying or selling a home or property in West Branch or the surrounding area, they can help. Your hometown real estate company with an office in downtown West Branch, Cornerstone Real Estate Consultants. Call them at 643-3344 or visit cshomesiowa.com. EMS Detergent Services has been providing janitorial supplies to businesses across the Midwest for over 50 years. Based in North Liberty, EMS uses products made right here in Iowa and offers exceptional and affordable services for their clients. Learn more at emsdetergentservices.com. Julie and Dan Hayes at EMS Detergent Services, proud supporters of the West Branch Bears.
All right, welcome back to the Bearcast, Bear fans. We got a 4th down and 9 for Cascade from the West Branch 49-yard line. Looks like Hoffman goes back to punt. Seidel goes back to return. And they had trouble with the first snap. Let's see how they do here. They get it off, and they throw the fake, and it's down over the middle. The Bears break it up. They tried to hit the guy on the post pattern. Who came up with that coverage there?
That was Braden Sexton with a nice pass break.
Nice job, Braden Sexton. And that's something you wouldn't expect, but that's something you're coached, you know.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
All right, so the Bears take over on downs, 1st and 10 from their own 49-yard line. 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Dale in the shotgun. We got motion coming this way, and they throw over here to Capper. He gets it. He has some blockers. He does a nice job of juking in and out, and close to a first down on that, but again, I mean, one of the things about Brendan Dale is he gets that ball out quickly.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good job by Hirsch. Got a young quarterback, put him in comfortable situations.
All right, so the Bears gain 8. That's a 2nd down and 2. Down to the Cascade 43-yard line. 2 wideouts left, 2 to the right. And Dale holds on to it, throws over here to Swisher. And he gets it, and he gets the first down, and down to about the 37-yard line. You know, you see us as a running program, but when you go 4 wideouts, and you did this, Lurchie did this, John is doing this, what's the idea of spreading that out and then running the ball? What's the purpose of that for our fans?
Well, I mean, that kind of stuff that we're running right there, that's just an extension of the run game. You're turning and throwing a little 7-yard bubble route. So, I mean, it's all you're doing is spreading out, making the defense cover sideline to sideline and getting your athletes in space. And to me, it's just the run game extended out towards the sideline. Well,
and, you know, 2 things that does to balance that out. Number one, you got to have speed on the outside to make those bubble passes, and you got to have strength on the inside when you're 5-on-5 blocking and running that running back up the middle. So
you talk to most quarterbacks too. That bubble pass is one of the harder passes to throw because it's got to be right on the money and it's got to be quick.
Yes. All right, so we're getting ready to start the second quarter here. West Branch leads 14-0 over Cascade. They have a 1st and 10 down to the Cascade 38-yard line. Bears are ready to go. Brendan Dale at quarterback.
Looks like we got Connor Capper out there. Arneman's out wide. They're getting a lot of kids in there tonight. Really rotating them in.
All right, 2 wideouts to the right. Fullback set up on the right wing. Dale in the shotgun. Schutte over here to the left. Capper just going to swing it out over here, and it goes incomplete. Little hesitation on that. Capper stopped, or Dale thought he was going to keep going. Looks like we got an injured Cascade player on the play, but and not that the Bears can't come back and pick up the first down, but looking a little confused out there.
Yeah, I think what happened, from what I could tell, it was a fumbled snap. He didn't catch it. He didn't catch it clean, and then he had to kind of force a quick pass out of it.
All right, we're going to take a quick break while we attend to the Cascade injured player.
Introducing SnapStack Checking and Savings from Fidelity Bank and Trust. With SnapStack, you can earn cash back on your everyday transactions, plus 5.12% APY on savings balances up to $5,000. Open yours today and make bank in a snap. It just makes sense. No minimum balance required to obtain APY. If checking activity qualifications are not met, all savings balances earn 0.05% APY. Visit bankfidelity.bank for terms and conditions on the account. Fidelity Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
For over 50 years, the Fullwider Insurance Agency has provided quality insurance coverage for the West Branch area. The Fullwider Agency provides...
All right, that was number 4, Cass Hoffman, walking off the field to a nice ovation. Injured Cascade player. Brings up 2nd down and 10. Bears are at the Cascade 38-yard line. We got Arneman over here to the left. Dale's in the shotgun. It looks like Zach Capper is at the tailback. He takes the ball straight up the middle and gets about 7 or 8 yards. You're right about how he runs downhill. I mean, when he gets the ball, he just takes off.
Yeah, he runs angry.
Yeah.
He runs. He's not afraid of contact by any means.
All right, everybody's looking at their wristbands. Coach Hirschman's calling the plays. 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Here's Dale. He's going to keep the ball. They do a good job of pinching the end. Dale's going to scramble for the 1st down and driven out of bounds about the 22-yard line. I think that was a run from the get-go, wasn't it?
It sure looked like it. The question I have for Jared, he's standing literally right in front of this, is what are your thoughts on Arneman? They're just going one-on-one, and there's no safety over the top.
Yeah, and I think you probably do that stuff to set up that play. I mean, it gives Hirsch a cheap look at how the defense is going to defend it, and I assume, you think you want to take shots later in the game, you keep seeing the same look.
All right, here's Dale in the shotgun. We got motion. He hands it off. That looks like Seidel on the jet sweep, and he's down to about the 15-yard line. One thing that makes that successful jet sweep is the speed of Cale Seidel,
We used to have a staple of running backs.
All right, he gains 8 on that play, 2nd down and 2, 10:55 to go here in the half, and Cascade jumps offside. He's going to give us the 1st down, gives us a little time, but, this is no huddle from both teams, and this is going to be a lot of plays in this game.
Yeah, I can only imagine that. I mean, just looking at Cascade's sideline, you only see probably, 25 people on their whole team, so I think they're probably saying if we can wear these guys out by halftime, we can kind of do what we want in the second half.
Yeah. All right, so we got a 1st and 10 down to the 11-yard line. Brendan Dale in the shotgun, 2 wideouts to the right. Capper steps off to the right. They hand it to Capper going up the middle, and he takes it down to about the 5-yard line. And there's another great story. I mean, losing Dwayne Capper this year, a staple at West Branch, great person, played with Marv, played on your dad's first team, and lost his life, unfortunately, to cancer, but his 2 sons are playing for West Branch.
And they are absolutely first-class kids, too. I mean, I enjoy speaking with them when I do come back to West Branch.
All right, here's Dale's going to keep it, going to go around the side, going to scramble, going to get knocked out of bounds about the 5-yard line. Going to make it 3rd down and 3rd and 3. So the Bears have it down there. So they're down there in the northwest corner. Ball's on the left hash. Bears are going north. 2 wideouts, Swisher and Seidel go to the right. They have a tight end on the right side. And the I formation, and there is Capper with Shea Farmer. And I'm not sure anybody touched Shea, much less the ball carrier.
Yeah, it was kind of fun watching Capper follow Capper into the end zone.
Yeah, that was great. What a great play. Nice drive for the Bears. Good blocking by the Bears offensive line. They put up their 3rd score. Here's Ginrich with the kick, and it is good. So with 9:56 to go here in the half, West Branch takes a 21-0 lead. So, this is important for Cascade if they want to establish anything to do it now, because they don't want to let this thing get out of hand. And the Bears, sooner or later they're going to break a long one. They have enough speed. And not that Cascade, the way they pass the ball, is not going to break a long one either. But I think you can see by that running back by committee. There's a lot of speed there.
Yeah, we got a lot of guys who want to get the ball in their hands, that's for sure.
T, how many guys have we seen carry the ball from tailback already?
Well, I got the head stat guy right here next to me. So we have Zach Capper, Cooper Gates, Aaron Marsh, Brennan Dale, Cale Seidel. So 5 different guys have carried the ball, 3 different guys have caught the ball.
Wow, and that's spreading it out.
And real quick, the stat guys, they must have got a new budget. They have actual headsets on down here.
Oh, so they're listening to music and not paying attention to the game?
I don't know. I'm guessing it might be Jimmy Buffett just in tribute. I'm not sure, but just impressive.
Hey, JT, I'm curious, just from being a previous offensive coordinator, if you're Cascade here, what are you trying to get accomplished here in this drive?
I mean, I still think you got to attack the younger West Branch secondary. Or I guess I don't want to say younger, the more inexperienced West Branch secondary. You got to find ways. But the problem with that is our rush and our pressure is so good up front that you got to be able to protect long enough to throw the ball. They've had a few chances. That fake punt actually wasn't horrible throw, just a little high, and they got that number 8's a big receiver. I think they got to look to get the ball to that kid maybe a little more, and I just don't think they're going to be able to run the ball a whole lot on West Branch.
All right, Ginrich's kick goes into the end zone, so 1st and 10 for Cascade from the 40, or from the 20. Hosh in the shotgun, 3 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right. And here it is. It's just a quick slip screen out here to the right. Bears cover it up great. That was a lot of chasing over there, T.
Yeah, and while I'm looking out here, and maybe this has been going on, but I'm closer to what's going on here now. We actually have Reese playing one of the tackle spots, unless we went to a forefront, but he was playing the defensive end spot, I guess, to my side that last play instead of his normal linebacker spot.
All right, so now we have a 2nd down and 8 from the Cascade 22. Twins to the right, 1 wide out to the left, wings on the left. Hosh is in the shotgun. He goes back, he looks over here, throws the out pattern and overshoots it. Good coverage by Trenton Schutte and Aaron Marsh, and not really pressured, but that's a pass Cascade's got to have.
Yeah, there's pressure there. I mean, Logan Wright came right up the middle, and that's what I'm talking about. They're trying to establish something, but they just can't get any rhythm because the quarterback's always throwing off balance. He's being pressured so much.
All right, it brings up 3rd down and 8. 9:10 to go here in the half. Bears lead 21-0 over Cascade here at Butch Pedersen Field. 2 wideouts left, 3 wideouts left, 1 to the right. Hosh in the shotgun. He goes back to pass. It looks like it's going to be a screen, and it's just overthrown. Was read pretty well by Reese Trepanier there, T.
Yeah, it was. Cooper Gates, he had direct pressure. I mean, obviously it's a screen, so they're going to allow some of that pressure to leak in, but he got enough pressure to hurry that quarterback, drew a high throw, and like you said, Reese was right there, made a nice read.
And one thing we've done this year is defend the screen pass. Our defense has read those well.
I.e. Logan Wright, Columbus Catholic.
Yep. All right. Seidel is back awaiting Hoffman's punt. He's at the West Branch 40-yard line. Oh, almost got blocked and is going to roll dead about the West Branch 47-yard line. And almost ran into that kicker, but we held off. So Bears are going to take over 1st and 10 from their own 48-yard line, and I think you'll see wing. Dale's back there with Cooper Gates. Here's Dale throwing the slant. Trying to hit Joe Heyman on that thing, and looked like he just got bumped off his route. That's just nothing but a timing pattern, isn't it?
Yeah, and I actually think that was the play they were trying to go to earlier when Kip said that they stripped him or whatever happened in the backfield. I think that's the exact same play. But looked like there was a little contact, but letting them play, I'm all right with it.
All right, 2 wideouts to the left, Farmer and Heineman over here. Nice hole opened up there. He got about 5, but Cascade rushed to the ball really well.
I love that call because they've been really bringing lots of pressure outside of the tackles, and they did again that play, and they just took it right up the middle. It was a great call and a great read.
All right, so we have Joe Heyman over here to the left by himself. Farmer switches over to the right wing. Dale in the shotgun with Cooper Gates. Dale's going to roll, and it's batted down at the line of scrimmage. Tried a little reverse roll out there. As soon as he pulled up, he had pressure in his face.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what we do here. It looks like we're gonna punt it here.
We're gonna kick a field goal here.
Oh, there we go.
Kick a 42-yard field goal here.
All right, is that breeze still going?
It sure is.
All right, here's Cam Ginrich from 42 yards. Reese Ginrich. Rios a holder. Here's the snap. Here's the kick. It is up, and it is
wide right.
Whoa, wide right. Looked like it had the distance, didn't it, T?
Definitely had the distance. Just wide right. You could see it kind of pushing that way.
All right. But, it's good that you take those opportunities because, Cam eventually will be making them on a regular basis. He's only a sophomore. He's got a strong enough leg that obviously would have made it. So Bears turn it over on downs, 1st and 10 for Cascade from their own 25-yard line. We got 5 minutes and 19 seconds to go in the first half. West Branch leads it 21-0. Cascade's going to be able to gain maybe 2 first downs, but other than that, the Bear defense has been pretty stout. So they got 2 wideouts to the left, 1 wideout to the right. Hosh is in the shotgun. Got a wing set up on the right. Bears are set up with their 3-man front, 4 linebackers, 2 corners, 2 safeties. We're moving. Is Andy Core having trouble on the chain gang over there, T?
No, when we miss a field goal like that, it's a touchback.
Okay.
So the ball goes, it's basically like kicking it into the end zone. So,
all right.
And Hirsch was yelling at the ref, and he was right, and they weren't going to move it, and then they talked, and I think they figured he was right and they were wrong.
1st and 10 for Cascade from the 20 now. Here we got motion. Hausch takes it on the sweep, and he doesn't get back to the line of scrimmage he's swallowed up by Reese Trepanier from behind, who's turned into an outstanding linebacker.
Yeah, it looked like it was Reese and also Cole Crossway, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Cole Crossway, you're right, he is, and he's been playing really well the last 2 football games.
All right, so the Cascade has a 2nd down and 10 from the 20. 4:51 to go here in the first half. Trips to the left, single wide out to the right. Hosh is in the shotgun. He's going to throw a quick slant over here, and that's complete. It's going to be close to the first down, and that is complete to Shakamal. That's that number 8 you were talking about, T.
Yeah, and that's what I was just going to say. That play right there, that's the kind of stuff that I'm expecting out of Cascade. Short passing game, short routes, get the ball out quick, don't allow our guys to give pressure, attack the most inexperienced part of our defensive unit. I mean, that's how, in my opinion, they're going to have success.
All right, so we got 1st and 10 from the Cascade. Looks like about the 31-yard line. Hosh in the shotgun. He's going to fake it, throws over here to Shakamal, and the Bears cover it up good. Nice tackle there. Who was that? Trenton Schutte?
It looked like it was Zach Capper again.
Okay. Good job, Zach Capper over there.
Yeah, he's got quite a nose for the football. He always feels like you're saying his name about every play.
So we got Capper and Capper back there. Zach is at the safety. Connor is at the linebacker. Arneman over here at the corner. We got a 2nd down and 9. At the 32-yard line, Hosh in the shotgun. And here he goes, throwing, looking deep, and it's overshot. That was well covered down there. Braden Sexton.
Yeah.
Every year you have a senior that really hasn't got that much playing time step up every year. And for the Bears, Braden Sexton has done a great job on defense, wide receiver, and special teams.
Yeah, you're always happy for kids like that. They stick with the process. Braden's just a great kid, great family. He was step in step with that guy and had a great coverage.
For our military appreciation halftime.
So we have 3rd down and 9 for the Cougars from their own 32-yard line. Bears with a 3-man rush. Capper comes on the blitz. Oh, good defense by the Bears over there.
Shooty again.
And they're trying to get the ball to their best athlete over there, Shakamal.
For sure. And like Kip said, Trenton had good pressure or good coverage, and we had backside pressure to kind of push that throw out maybe a little early. And it's a good stand for the Bears. They have 3:20 left to try to put some more points on the board after we receive this punt.
And we have all 3 timeouts. So punting now is Will Hosh, the quarterback. Seidel is deep. Bears are showing pressure. And Hosh gets the punt off, goes off to the side. Seidel catches it, and immediately his momentum takes him out of bounds about the West Branch 36-yard line. But 3:14 and 3 timeouts is more than enough time for the Bears to get in for another score.
Yeah, I agree 100%. What's nice about this too is it gives these guys a chance to kind of run a 2-minute offense if they choose to do so.
Yeah.
We have it, Calvin Klein Brown Wallet. Giovanni.
Okay. So Swisher and Seidel. Swish is over at this side, along with Capper. Over on the other side, Seidel and Shooty. Dale's in the backfield. Who do we got as a running back this time?
Looks like Marsh.
Yeah. All right, we'll give Arn some shots. We got a 5-man front. Oh, Dale has trouble with the snap. He gets tackled out of bounds. Loss. It looks like he just wanted to pop up and throw that thing to his outside receiver.
Yeah, I don't know, Jared, if you're in position not to see this, is it the snap or is it just on the quarterback catching it cleanly?
I think that's like the 3rd time. I think he's just mishandling the ball, and I don't know if he's trying to spin it to get the laces or what, but that's like at least 3 times I feel like that's happened.
Okay, so we have trips to the left. Here goes Marsh up the middle. And he gains probably about 4-yard line. He's going to bring up a 3rd and long for the Bears. So Swisher and Seidel go out to the right. Arneman over here to the left. Capper goes off to the right. Here's Dale in the shotgun. He's going to look over the middle. He has plenty of time. He runs with it. Nice job of juking. And he's going to be just short of the 1st down. Going to bring up a 4th down. I don't know whether you take a chance or not. You're in your own side of the field. You got a 21-0 lead.
Yeah,
Defense is playing shutout ball, and we're sending Nolan Staker out for punt. So
yeah, I think it's the right thing to do, especially with 2 minutes left.
Yep. And our defense is playing so well. Looks like we're missing somebody out there on the line. Whoa. And they figure out who it is.
I think Hirsch is going to let this thing run down and call timeout.
Timeout. Yep, so we got 1:51 to go here in the half. Bears call their first timeout. They lead 21-0. And at halftime, we will show you the West Branch Marching Bears, so that'll be a treat for all you people at home to be able to see the band. And then we will do veterans walking down the field, shaking the football players' hands. So that's always a special event. But what's your impressions of the first half, Kip?
Well, I think the things that jump out to me, one is we're owning the line of scrimmage, which is always, that's where the games are won and lost. The other thing that jumps out at me tonight is we're really deep in the skilled positions.
We are.
We have some guys that can make plays out in space. We're fast. They swarm into the ball tonight. And the quarterback, I think, really impressed for being a sophomore, being his 2nd start at the varsity level.
Yep.
he seems really calm. He makes quick, smart choices. And when nothing's there, he's picking up yardage on his own.
I think the thing T and I talked about the most was his composure last week. Starting his first varsity game. All right, here we go. Here's Staker to punt the ball. He lets it go. It goes end over end. Going to hit about the 20.
Punt.
Gets a nice roll. Going to make it down to the 1 yard line.
What a punt.
He could teach Torrey Taylor. That looked like a Torrey Taylor punt.
That was an absolute beautiful punt.
Well, that was about a 56-yard punt down at the 1 yard line. Cascade's got to be careful here.
Yeah, this is where you send him now.
Yeah.
You bring the heat and hope that he makes a quick bad choice for a quick pick six.
Well, you got 1:41. We got 2 timeouts left. I'm sure they don't want to be throwing the ball too much from their own end zone, but we'll see. Hosh is in the shotgun. 3 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Ball is setting about the 2 yard line. So he'll be taking this in his own end zone. He goes back. He looks deep. They're going deep, and it's out of Schneekhoff's or Schockenmoll's hands.
Looks like, Cooper had great pressure on him on the edge. We had great coverage downfield.
All right, so now they stop the clock. They do us a favor. They can run the ball, and we can still use our timeouts and get in scoring position. So we got a 2nd down and 10. Cascade's at their own 2 yard line. 3 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Here's Hosh. He's going to look over the middle. He throws a swing pass to the running back. Bears make a good tackle over here, and they knock him out of bounds. So that, although the clock is still running.
Yeah, that was a nice open field tackle by Reese there, too. I actually like that play call. It's tough to defend. Get him out in space on a linebacker.
So we got 1:15. We got a 3rd down and 2. Ball is at the 10-yard line.
Yeah, I think they're going to put more time back on the clock because it ran extra again that time.
I thought so, too.
I hope we're not paying whoever's running this clock.
Well, we're not going to throw anybody under the bus, especially a cobbler. All right, so we got 3rd down and 2. Cascade at their own 2 yard line. Bears need to stiffen up and make them punt.
It looks like they're still trying to figure out the clock.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
There, they added 10 more seconds.
So we got 1:25. Hosh in the shotgun. They're going to hand the ball straight over the left tackle, and it's going to be close.
No, he's
short.
Way short.
Okay,
we call timeout.
Bears call timeout with
It's like a
minute 21 to go in the half.
It's going to be about 4th and 2.
All right, so the Bears have 1 timeout, 1:20 to try to do something with the ball here in the 2nd quarter. They lead 21-0 over Cascade here at home. First district game for the Bears. Sure to come back Monday night. Fresh Off is hosting Alburnett. And what do we got for volleyball this week, T?
The volleyball team is at West Liberty on Tuesday, and they host Tipton on Thursday. They're at the Lisbon tournament tomorrow morning.
Okay. We had a great 5-set volleyball match against Regina Thursday night.
Hey, Quinny, they're playing your favorite song, too, the Wobble Wobble.
Yeah, there we go. All right, here go the Bears. We got a 4th down. Hosh is back to punt. Seidel is deep for the Bears. Bears don't look like they're going to put any pressure on.
Well, they're probably setting up the return and making sure that they actually kick it here.
Yeah. Nice high punt. Seidel's going to take it about the 49-yard line. He gets through a seam. He gets about a 10-yard return. No, that was Joe Heyman.
Yeah, nice return, nice catch. That was a high kick.
How would you like to be your first year out for football and returning punts?
He seems extremely comfortable catching the ball in those situations.
Well, he's athletic. He's a great all-state soccer player. All right, Bears are going with no huddle. They're up to the line. We got 1:11, one timeout. 1st and 10 from the Cascade 40-yard line. 3 wideouts to the right. Here's Dale back to pass. He throws an out pattern over here. It's caught by Arneman. He breaks one tackle. He breaks a second tackle.
Dale pass complete to Arneman.
Nice run. He broke about 3 tackles there.
Yep.
Big yarn.
Yeah, he made me eat my words that I didn't speak. I was going to say you got to get out of bounds, but I think what the result was better.
1st and 10 down to the 21-yard line. Clock is starting. 52 seconds to go. Here's Dale back to pass. He throws the ball deep for the corner. It goes incomplete, stopping the clock with 46 seconds.
Yeah, he just overthrew Farmer on that one.
Yeah, not the worst thing in the world there. That gets your clock stopped and lets you reset here.
Yeah. So we got Schutte out there on the right side. Dale's at the quarterback. Seidel goes out right. Capper's in the backfield. Looks like we're going with Farmer at the tight end. Capper steps off to the right. Here's a completion.
What a great catch.
Yeah, we need to use the timeout here. Yeah.
Didn't get the first down.
No,
the Bears use their last timeout with 39 seconds to go here in the first half. It looks like they're down to about the 15-yard line, T.
Yeah, 14-yard line. Just a little slant route by Holden, and actually a pretty nice catch. There was some heat behind that. He went up and got it. It was a nice play by Holden.
All right, so it's important for Cascade to hold us out, but the Bears really need to try to stick one in here and send them into the half. There are just a lot of weapons on this Bear offense, whether you're looking at running backs, wide receivers, a lot of choices to make.
Yeah, we're a tough team to defend now that, we're really opening it up on the passing game, which then opens up the running game. I mean, it's really a complementary offense.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to put the ball in the air now with no timeouts, 3rd and 5.
Yeah.
Put the ball in the air, get a first down. We're going to have to hurry up, either have 2 plays called here or we're going to have to go clock play if we get the first down here.
All right, we're at the 14-yard line. It's 3rd down and 5. 39 seconds to go here in the half. Here goes Farmer in motion, gives us 3 wideouts to the right. Here's Dale looking over, throws a nice hook pass to Seidel. He's going to get the first down. Now that's going to stop the clock until the ball is set.
Hirsch is calling for clocking it.
So they're just going to down the ball real quick. Good job by Brennan Dale.
I almost thought they were going to run the flea flicker there for a second, the way that the back was coming out of the backfield.
All right, so let's set the stage. Bears lead 21-0. We got 27 seconds to go here in the first half. It is 2nd down and 10. The ball is at the 9-yard line? Yep. Arneman's in at wide receiver. Farmer's in there. Capper is in there. Seidel and Schutte. Dale's in the shotgun. Almost got to throw this ball in the end zone. Here's Dale back to throw. He's lobbing it over here, and too much height on it. Going to bring up
incomplete.
3rd down and 10. So they're just going for the corner route there.
Yeah, we're probably better off that he actually didn't catch that ball, because that would have been hard to stop the clock.
Absolutely. I was looking at the ref telling him incomplete because it would have been bad news had they called that a completion.
All right, 3rd down and 10. We got 22 seconds to go. 3rd down and goal for the Bears. Here goes Capper in motion. They throw a slip screen, and it's knocked down right away by that Schockenmoll. A good athlete over there at outside linebacker.
Yeah, he's had a couple of those knocked down on the line of scrimmage today.
All right, we're going to bring Maurice Gingrich in for the field goal. Looks like this is going to be about a 27-yarder. Connor Rios to hold, Reese Trepanier to snap. Sitting on the right hash. Here's the snap. Here's the kick.
It's good.
And it is good.
Nice.
So nice way to end the half on a positive note. Both Bears go up 24-0. 16 seconds to go here in the half.
Well, the thing with that there is Hirsch could have been aggressive and gone for it.
Right.
But you never know when you're going to need a tough field goal later on in the season. That's
right.
Great just game experience.
It is.
And 3 more points on the board.
Yeah, and it gives Reese a ton of experience knowing that he's made a field goal or a couple field goals. So good job by Coach Hirschman again. Again, we will bring you the halftime show from the West Branch Marching Bears, followed by the Veterans Appreciation Walk. Again, we want to make sure that we thank our sponsors for giving us this opportunity. EMS Detergent, Marcy Willier, Hoover Presidential Foundation, Cornerstone Real Estate Consultants, Fullwider Insurance, Main Street Suites, Hodge Construction, Fidelity Bank and Trust. You can catch all our interviews on the website. Here's Gingrich with a nice high kick, and that ball's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. And he's averaging down to the 9-yard line, and he's got 2 touchbacks already. Plus that one that died at about the 5-yard line.
Yeah, he's had a really nice night kicking off, and then now you add that field goal on top of it.
Yeah.
That will definitely play out in our favor later on down the year, having that kind of field position.
All right, so Cascade, it looks like they're going into the victory formation. They got 16 seconds to go here in the half. Hosh is going to kneel down. Bears are going to go into the half leading this thing 24-0. And they will receive the ball to start the second half, so that's a good sign there. And we will get set up here for our halftime. Jared will try to get Coach Hirschman as he comes out of the locker room. And we're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
Hodge Construction is a leader in developing commercial and academic spaces, multifamily condos, townhomes, and more. Hodge Construction began in Iowa City in 1981, focusing on residential construction. Through positive relationships and quality projects, Hodge has continued to grow and expand its project diversity over the past nearly 40 years. At Hodge, clients aren't customers, they are partners. The Hoover Presidential Foundation helps promote and enhance the understanding of Iowa's only native-born president, Herbert Hoover. Become a member to gain exclusive access to information about exhibits and events at the Hoover Library and Museum and National Historic Site. Visit hooverpresidentialfoundation.org to learn more and sign up. Be uncommon.
This is Marcy Willier with Urban Acres Real Estate. Are you looking to buy or sell a home in the West Branch area or surrounding communities, or just have questions in general? Give me a call at 319-936-5899. Go Bears!
Touched by Power Massage Therapy offers you the chance to relax, refresh, rejuvenate, and heal. Featuring a variety of massage options plus spa services, licensed massage therapist Tracy Hartz can help your body feel better. Touched by Power is located on Main Street in the heart of downtown West Branch. Find the available treatments or book your next appointment by visiting touchedbypower.com or call 631-1214.
Welcome to the West Branch Halftime Show. We are proud to present our 2023 show, Band Assemble. The show highlights music from Captain America, Spider-Man, and the Avengers. Led by drum majors Maddie Reed and Nina Torkelson, we are proud to present your West Branch Marching Bears. We now recognize the Navy. We now recognize the Army. We now recognize the Marines. We now recognize the Air Force. Got a corner lot on Dogwood Drive, a year-old truck and a 9-to-5, comes home at night to a pretty wife with a baby due. He'll sleep in on Saturday, cut the grass if it don't rain. After church he'll watch the game and have a beer or two. He'll stand up when he hears the anthem, and that won't ever change. He's still a soldier, his blood runs red, white, and blue. He put away his gun and boots, but he still believes the American dream. Till his last breath he'll always be a soldier. He's still a soldier. He's on his couch for the news at 10. He'll see those places that he's been, and when a brother falls, there's a part of him that does too. And if they called and needed him back, oh, he'd be on that plane. He's still a soldier, his blood runs red, white, and blue. He put away his gun and boots, but he still believes the American dream. Till his last breath he'll always be a soldier. He don't wake up Oh, but even if he lives to be 100, still be a soldier. He's still a soldier. He's put away his gun and boots, but he still believes the American dream. With his last breath, he'll always be a soldier. He's still a soldier. He's still a soldier.
This is Gary Dolphin, and those who know me know of my love for Iowa sports and Iowa history. We have a lot to be proud of, like the Herbert Hoover Presidential Library and Museum in West Branch. That's why I'm a supporter of their campaign to renovate and modernize the museum space there. And better yet, Iowa taxpayers who contribute to the effort will receive a 25% state tax credit on gifts of any size. Join me and help share Hoover's history. Get the details at standwithhoover.org.
Looking to build a new home? Check out the Brookview Ridge subdivision, located east of West Branch. 2 to 3 acre single-family lots are available. West Branch, a wonderful place to call home. Call Ken and Helen Fawcett with Cornerstone Real Estate Consultants, 643-3344, or visit them at cshomesiowa.com. Cornerstone Real Estate Consultants, proud supporter of the West Branch Bears.
At Fidelity Bank and Trust, we're proud to be your hometown bank. Why? Because this isn't just home to us, it's home to all of us. Fidelity Bank and Trust, your hometown bank. Member FDIC.
Want to watch tonight's game? All regular season varsity home games are streamed live on the WestBranch.Football YouTube channel. If you'd like to watch a road game or any other game, the YouTube channel will also have video highlights and condensed game replays. Just go to WestBranch.Football for more information.
Have you reviewed your insurance lately? Contact the Fullwider Insurance Agency to set up a free insurance review of your policies. We offer personal, commercial, life, health, and crop insurance to protect all aspects of your life. As trusted choice independent agents, we can work with multiple companies to find the best coverages at the most competitive prices. Call 643-2695 to speak to one of our agents. Supporting the West Branch Bears for over 50 years, the Fullwider Agency, where your insurance is our assurance.
You've already found the West Branch Football website to listen to the Bearcast, but be sure to visit after the game to see video highlights, post-game interviews, and more content throughout the season. Just visit www.WestBranch.Football and be sure to like and follow our social media and YouTube accounts. WestBranch.Football, your source for all things West Branch football.
Jerry Flegel here from the Hoover Presidential Foundation. I take a lot of pride in my hometown of West Branch. We have an outstanding football program, a supportive community, and we're the hometown of Iowa's only president, Herbert Hoover. The Hoover Presidential Library and Museum is the only one of its kind in Iowa, and it needs our help. That's why I'm a supporter of the campaign to renovate and modernize the museum space there. And better yet, Iowa taxpayers who contribute to the effort will receive a 25% Iowa state tax credit on gifts of any size. Join me and help share Hoover's story. Get the details at standwithhoover.org.
Whether you're in a hurry headed to the game, squeezing in lunch between meetings, or if you just want to avoid the crowd, try Main Street Suites' new online ordering. Log on to MainStreetSuitesWB.com and click on online ordering to begin your order. You can customize your sandwiches or ice cream just the way you want, pay online, and then call when you arrive to have it brought to your car. Online ordering from Main Street Suites, proud supporter of the West Branch Bears.
All right, welcome back, Bear fans, to the Bearcast. We're at halftime here, and we're going to throw it down to T, who's got Coach Hirschman on the sideline.
Yep, I do. I got Coach Hirsch here. Bears are up 24-0. Coach, talk about what you saw from your offense in the first half.
Yeah, I mean, pretty good. Started out well. We had a couple lulls here, for 4 and out, missed field goal, and a field goal. Goal line play, too. You turned the wrong direction. Should have scored a touchdown there. But overall, pretty good. What we need to do this half is establish the run and just start pounding the ball.
Yeah, and talk about defensively, too, what you guys are doing. It's a little different with this team that throws a little more. Two deep safety look a little bit. So talk about that, too.
Yeah, 2 deep safety look. I mean, that's really part of our base. I mean, we come out of it. We got a lot of other looks, but defense has played well. You know, you can't fall to shutout, of course, so hopefully keep that up the second half, too.
Yeah, and let it be known, Coach knew the rule book better than the officials in the first half on that field goal needing to be a touchdown, so don't forget that.
Right, that's why you try the field goal. It's the same as a punt.
That's right. Good luck, Coach.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you, T. Do you have some area scores updates for us?
I do. In our District 5, right?
Yep.
Okay, we have at the half Regina 43, Durant 6, Wilton 28, Dyersville Beckman 0, and of note over in Iowa City, the last score I saw for the Battle of the Boot at Bates Field between City High and West High, City High 9, West High 0.
Ooh, that's an upset. Do you have a Solon Mount Vernon? Or have you heard one yet?
That I don't know that I have. I'll do some searching. I'll let you guys do your thing. I do right here. The latest I have, it says in the second quarter, Solon 21, Mount Vernon 14 in the second quarter.
Whoa, they got a good game going there. That's the last football game at Mount Vernon's First Street Field. T, you've played there. I played there. Kip, we've all played there. I'm glad Mount Vernon's going to a better field because there was no parking.
Yeah, we just got another update just seconds ago. It's 28-14 now, Solon. So
wow,
it's going to be a barn burner, Mount Vernon tonight.
All right, so we're getting ready. We got about 30 seconds. We'll start the second half. Bears are going to receive the kickoff here in the second half. T will try to get some first half stats for us from our stat guys, if they're still around.
It looks like Marsh and Heyman are going back to receive the kick, too.
Yeah. All right. So we got the Bears are ahead at half, 24-0. They're going to start the second half with the ball. See if the Bears can put together a long drive here, Kip. That would be nice.
I'm really looking for a short one. Big play, busting it loose for about 70 yards, Quinny.
Yeah.
Let's go downtown.
And like T talked about, I mean, we had, 6 guys carry the ball in the first half?
Yeah, they're doing a great job getting it to everybody, getting the balls in everybody's hands and letting the playmakers make play out in space. So, and the line again, especially the right side of the line, has really dominated the line of scrimmage tonight.
Yeah, and when you got a stable of Zach Capper, Cooper Gates, Connor Capper, Seidel, Aaron Marsh, they all run hard.
Guys, I'll get you stats here in between after we have this kickoff.
Here's Will Hosh kicking off. That's Joe Heyman.
And he's got an opening here.
He's got some
He's
speed.
still up and he's gone, baby.
Oh, Joe with the opening return. The second half, 90 yards. He got hit, probably about the 30, 35-yard line, but once you saw the burst of speed, Kip.
He was out of there. He was like a rocket once he got through that first initial hit.
Oh, wow. How special for Joe Heyman.
92 yards to be exact.
And that
92 yards, because I'm standing right here with Chad Statboy Schutte, and we are right on the 8, right where Joe caught it.
Wow. What a good burst of speed there. All right. That only took 14 seconds.
And just like I said, Quinny, I'm looking for a quick score.
You were. You called it, Kip. All right, here's Gingrich set for the extra point. Kick is up, and kick is good. So with 11:46 to go here in the third quarter, West Branch now leads 31-0, and that gives you another weapon. I mean, obviously Aaron Marsh has speed back there too, but it makes the other team have to think about how they're going to kick the ball, and are they going to kick the ball?
I think for me the biggest part is it amps up the team for the jumping in the second half too. The energy levels are already changed; you can feel it.
Yeah.
And now we get back to work and go back on defense.
Holy cow, Joe Heyman was just a great story and just wonderful production. And you ought to see him play soccer. Him and the Gingrich boys, really good soccer players, and I think that's translated, obviously, to the football field. We saw that with Tavian Banks in the Iowa. What a great football runner he was because of his soccer.
Yeah, Heyman just, when he does have the ball in his hands, he's just super smooth.
Wow, what a great opening kickoff to the second half here. Bears are ahead, 31-0. Here's Gingrich lining up for the kickoff. And this kick
down to the 3.
Down to the 3-yard line. Returned to about the short of the 20-yard line.
All right, I got some stats down here.
All right, T, let's hear them.
Chad's getting his return here figured out once he gets finished up. Well, I know we had 192 total yards, 114 through the air, 78 on the ground. Brennan Dale, 12 of 19, 114 yards and a touchdown. Zach Capper, 4 for 19 and a touchdown. Leading rusher, Aaron Marsh, 3 for 21, and Brennan Dale, 11 for 21.
There you go. Thank you, T, for the update. Thanks to the stat guys. All right, here's Hosh in the shotgun. 2 wideouts left, 2 wideouts right. Alvarado going straight up the middle.
Alvarado, carry.
Looks like Montgomery there with a tackle, getting up a little gingerly.
Michael Montgomery, a sophomore lineman. He played all of last year as a freshman. He's got good size, Kip. Michael is 6'4" and 225.
Yeah, he's gonna, I can't wait to see what he looks like by the time he's out of here. He's going to be a big boy.
All right, here we go. 2nd down and 4 from the 26-yard line. Here's Hausch back in the shotgun, throws a quick hook pattern over here for a first down to the 35-yard line. And that's Shakamal, who's, quite frankly, their best athlete. And 1st and 10 for Cascade. at their own 35-yard line. So
yeah, I feel like we've seen that play a handful of times by now.
Yeah, and you wonder why they don't go to it more, because he's a really outstanding athlete.
Well, sooner or later, we're going to jump one of those passes too.
Yeah. All right, 2 wideouts left, 2 wideouts right. Here's Hausch. He's running the speed option. He's not going to get anywhere.
Meet Mr. Logan Wright.
Logan Wright came right down the line with him and put on that bear hug on him, and there was no way he was going to get out of that.
Yeah, he's a nightmare to block.
All right, we got time on the – must have some blood on Reese Trepanier. He's got to come off for a second. And being replaced by Sullivan Brook. So the Bears will be shuffling a lot of people in and out here. We got Rocha, Montgomery, and Wright, the front 3. Arneman at a corner over here. Cascade comes up in the shotgun formation. 2 wideouts to the left, 2 wideouts to the right. And quarterback draw straight up the middle. Oh, good job there. Rocha. He grabbed that quarterback's foot, and he couldn't go anywhere.
Yeah, he's made some nice plays tonight.
Yeah. So 3rd down and 8. This is a big down for the Bears. Need to get this ball back. Again, they're going with a no-huddle offense. They all look at the coaches, look at the wristbands. T, I'm going to have you explain that to our crowd here when we got a break. So we got 2 wideouts to the left, a wing on the left, 1 wideout to the right. Hausch in the shotgun. He's going back to pass. He looks over the middle. Oh, and good defense. Bears had 4 around that. They were going to shock them all again. Zach Capper on the defense there, going to bring up a 4th down. Good stance there by the Bear defense.
Yeah, that's exactly what you wanted to see starting the second half, and now they're sending Heyman back to receive the punt, so why not take this one back as well?
Yeah, really. All right, Cameron Genrich out there. Keaton Gates. Heyman back for the punt. Here's the punt. Oh, it's blocked. And the Bears block it inside the 25. Boy, they stretched out for that. T, can you see who got that?
I didn't. I think I want to say
it was Reese Trepanier.
I want to say it was Reese.
Yeah, I saw 50. Wow, what a perfect block. Bears take over 1st and 10. Looks like about the 17-yard line of Cascade.
Yeah, we're just checking the replay. That was definitely Reese with the block.
Wow, 2 wideouts left, 2 wideouts right. Dale in the shotgun. Cooper Gates steps off to the right. They run the ball straight up the middle. Gates gets a good hole. Nice job by the line, and he probably gained 7 or 8 on that play.
And Lodge with another pancake block tonight. He has had many pancakes tonight.
This is the 3rd year for Max Lodge. Logan Wright on that right side. So if you got to run somewhere, that's a good place. Okay, 3 wideouts. Here's a handoff up the middle. Gates sidesteps it, gets down. Going to be close to the 1st down.
Feels like Gates is always just one little shoelace tackle away from breaking a big one here.
Yeah. And how much does he remind you of his dad?
Yeah, Pat was probably, without question, one of the greatest teammates I had ever played with.
Yep. All right, here's Gates going up the middle. He's following about. He didn't get touched from the 9-yard line out. It was a simple dive play, but that shows you how well the line is blocking. T, what are you seeing down there with our line surge now?
I mean, he went basically in untouched there, but I'm going to speak more to how much I've talked about how he reminds me of his dad, but I just noticed another thing that reminds me of his dad. He's the only skill guy, and maybe even with the lineman out there, besides the quarterback, that doesn't have gloves on his hands, which is another move his dad would have had when he played.
Yep. All right, here's Genrich for the extra point. It is up and good. So with 7:50 to go here in the third quarter, Bears go up 38-0. We're going to have the 35-point rule come into effect, where the clock will run continuously with the exception of timeouts, change of possession, injuries. So even incomplete passes, the clock keeps running. And that's a good rule the state implemented, because some of these scores of 55-0 and 70-0 don't do anybody any good. So
no, on either side.
No.
Yeah, I appreciate what they've done with the 35 points.
While we have a break here, we want to say happy birthday to Pete Swisher, everybody. Pete turned 55 years old, and I would have thought he was older than that, but we'll take his wife's word that he's 55. But yeah, Tate France's birthday today. He's only 17. So yeah, Pete Swisher, everybody, one of our stat guys, great supporter of the program. Wow, he is getting up there in age. So happy birthday to Pete Swisher, everybody. Actually, his birthday was yesterday, so he's even older than 55 years old. He's almost 56 now. Yeah. All right, Bears are set for the kickoff. Shockamole is deep in the middle for Cascade. Here's Ginrich's kick. It's a line drive. Shockamole takes it on the bounce about the 12. He gets a good head of steam and gets up to about the 30-yard line where Cascade's going to take over. 1st and 10, I would assume here pretty soon after the next couple series, we're going to need some help with the program figuring out who everybody is.
Well, you definitely want to give Farmer a shout-out on that open field tackle on the kickoff, too.
Yeah.
If he wouldn't have made that play, that could have been not so good for us.
And, again, we talked about seniors that step up that, you're not sure if they're going to, and Shea Farmer has played well all year long. And a good leader.
Yeah, he's just a great kid. I mean, every time I'm around him, he always goes out of his way to say hello and shake your hand. And
so much more athletic than Chauncey. All right. Here's Alvarado going up the middle for about 3 or 4.
Looks like big Mike Montgomery again there on the tackle.
Yeah. Sullivan Brooks comes in. Reed Brook, that'd be the set of twins, so we just got to go by numbers because I couldn't tell the Belks apart last year if it wasn't for the numbers. So shout out to the fellas in Utah, hopefully going to school. Here's Hosh. He throws a quick out pattern over here. Oh, nice block, but a great tackle by Holden Arneman. He came up and really put a shoulder in there.
Yes, Arneman and Capper both. Connor Capper came up and had the initial hit, and Arneman came and finished him off.
Yeah. Now, Holden's a phenomenal basketball player. Didn't come out till late, but just a super athlete, and I think that's one of the things he's at cornerback for. He's really strong and got a tremendous jumping ability.
Well, I was excited for him to come out for football because I think it'll make him that much better of a basketball player, too.
Yes, absolutely. All right, so now we got a 3rd down and 5 from the Cascade 35-yard line. Here's a quarterback draw going up the middle. Oh, he breaks a tackle and gets the 1st down about the 47-yard line. Nice job by Hosh there. And again, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage. You got to give Cascade credit to sticking to who they are. They want to open things up. They want to throw the ball. All right, so we have a 1st and 10 Cascade at the 43-yard line of Cascade. Bears got a 3-man front, 4 linebackers. Hosh is back. He hands to Alvarado. He bounces it outside. Bears gang tackle after a game of 4. T, can you explain what is on the players' wrists and why they're looking to the sidelines?
Yeah, I mean, I can speak for West Branch's side of things anyway. I know the way we do it, we have a numbered system, but I think Hirsch also has some verbal words, that he shouts out. He shouts out a word, and it's just fast, easier communication. Our guys have a wristband. They look at their wristband, take the number, whatever number, and they have it designated how it works, and the quarterback calls the play.
All right, here's Hosh back in the shotgun, trips to the right. He throws over here to the right. It's complete to Mick Hoffman, and again, Arneman comes up with a good stick. He may have gotten the first down.
Pass is complete to Hoffman to the 48.
It's looking close.
There's some mighty strong hitting going on right now. Looks like we're
about third and a couple inches.
They're going to move them.
Oh, they are giving them the first down, so... First and 10 for Cascade. They're at the West Branch 48-yard line. These short passes seem to be working for the Cougars. Trips to the left. Hoffman over here to the right. Hausch in the shotgun. And he fakes it. They're going over the middle. It's a nice slant pattern. And he's down to about the 15-yard line. That's Shakamal. T, that was just a fake bubble and then hit the post, right?
Yeah, it was, and they hit their best player on a slant route. It's a nice little drawn-up play by Cascade. Bears need to buckle down here inside the 20. Prevent this, keep this shutout.
Yep. So we got 3:10 to go here in the third quarter. West Branch leads 38-0. Clock is running. First and 10. They're down to the Bears' 14-yard line. See if the Tyler Bailey's defense can stiffen up here. 2 wideouts left, 2 wideouts right. Hosh is in the shotgun. Bears are looking like they want to blitz. They throw over here to the right. It's complete. Gain of a couple down to about the 11 or the 10-yard line. And that's number 7, Mick Hoffman. He's only a sophomore, but...
And tackled right away again by Arneman.
Yep. So that brings up a second down and 6. Ball is at the 10-yard line. Again, Cascade's all looking to the sideline, looking for the play. Even the linemen have the wristbands, so I think we should have some up here, Kip.
Next time.
Yeah. All right. 2 wideouts left, 2 wideouts right. Here's the oh no, he throws a little dump pass. Nice fake to Alvarado, looking for the tight end, going over the middle. Good coverage by the Bears there. And you know this is 4-down territory for Cascade. They're not going to come down here and settle for a field goal.
Yeah, there's nothing to lose right now to go, go for it.
So we got a 3rd down and 6. Minute 40 to go here in the third quarter. West Branch leads 38-0 here at Butch Pedersen Field. They got Twins to the right. They got Shakamal on the left wing over there. Hosh in the shotgun, hand straight up ahead to Alvarado, and he gains maybe a couple, and it's going to bring up a 4th down play. Big 4th down play for Cascade here.
Yeah, I think you need to find number 8 because that's been really their offense here in the second half.
Yep.
And look, typically his favorite route is that post route.
Well, he's 6'2", 180-pound junior, Nathan Shakamal. He's lined up on the left wing. 2 wideouts to the right. Hosh is in the shotgun. West Branch fans are coming to their feet. They want a shutout here. Here's Hosh. Well, whistle is blown. So, what do we have?
Looks like false start.
All right.
Legal procedure on Cascade. They're going to move back.
All right, so now it's going to be 4th down and 11. We have 34 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Clock is starting. So the Bears they could let this clock run out. They come 2 wideouts to the right. Shakamal's on the left wing. They're looking at a slant pattern over there to Hoffman. Here's Hosh back to throw. He's throwing the fade.
And it's
good
picked.
defense.
Picked off by Seidel.
All right, Cale Seidel playing the corner over there. Well, T, that was, fake the slant, and then they go back to the fade. I mean, that was not a bad idea.
Yeah, and we're locked up there. We're man-to-man, so Cale's out there on an island by himself. That's just a heck of a play. He's facing the receiver, sees big eyes, turns, finds the ball, and comes down with it. It's a heck of a play by Cale.
Good job by Cale Seidel, who actually has been playing safety all year and given a shot at corner tonight, which he played his sophomore and junior year. So we are going to stop. We're at the fourth quarter, and the Bears are leading 38-0. Kip will see a lot of substitution, I think, here, but the first three quarters you got to be impressed with the Bears' intensity. Even though it's a 38-0 game, that play right there showed you their intensity.
Yeah, 100%. And it was great to hear the crowd come alive, too, to fire them up and make the play. What a wonderful defensive play by Seidel.
Yes.
And now I'm excited to see what these guys do. Let's take the ball down. Let's go make another statement drive and go put 7 more on the board.
Yep. So the Bears will travel to up to Dyersville next week. So be sure to follow us. I'm sure Dyersville will have the game on YouTube somewhere. Not that I could find it on my flip phone, but it's out there somewhere in the waves.
I think the thing that I'm most proud of about this particular team is to see them, they start off 0-2 and to come back and looking as sharp as they are, as confident as they are. This is going to be a special team this season.
We got a new quarterback back there. And
it's like Connor Rios is in there.
And he hands off.
Aaron Marsh.
To Aaron Marsh, yeah. Connor Rios. Number 7, a junior linebacker. Aaron Marsh, a senior running back. Bears have one wide out to the left, 2 to the right. And they get Cascade to jump offside, so that's an easy 5 yards. And again, that's a sophomore pulling that off. So you got to give him a lot of credit.
Yeah, and it looks like we got Reese is out at center. It looks like Tate's gotten it. Tate France is back in there at center for us.
Yep. All right, so now we have a 2nd down and 5. Marsh steps off to the left. He gets the ball going right up the middle, and he goes hard for the first down, and he's just a burst.
Yeah, and we have two more kids coming in for West Branch here. Looks like we got Finn McCullough.
All right.
Dylan Sheely.
Dylan Sheely coming in.
All right. So the Bears are starting to substitute freely now. Here's Rios and Marsh in the shotgun. Here's Marsh going straight up the middle. He finds a hole and gets tripped up after about 7 yards, but you can tell that kid is just a step away. And if he gets that step, he's gone. He's just got that burst of energy. Again, the Bears are still going with the no-huddle offense. 10:19 to go here in the game. West Branch leads 38-0 here at Butch Pedersen Field over Cascade. 2nd down and 3 at the West Branch 39-yard line. Here's Rios keeping it on the quarterback keeper, and that's just a nice counter to that tailback slash.
It's a hard read because somebody's got to take the running back and somebody has to take the quarterback, and Connor did a nice job picking up the first down for us.
All right, good job for Connor Rios. Gets the first down. We're at the 47-yard line of West Branch. 1st and 10. Clock is running. 2 wideouts to the left, 2 to the right. Marsh steps off to the right with Rios. Takes the handoff, goes straight up the middle. Gets hit about the 50, drives for another yard. And just nothing but positive yards. Hirsch talked about he wanted to run the ball.
Yeah, and I was just talking to Chad a little bit ago. I think one thing that probably won't happen this year very often, if it does at all, is we're not going to have a 100-yard rusher, but that's more because we're going to have 4 or 5 guys combined to go 100 plus.
Absolutely. All right, so here the Bears go. 2nd down and 6. Here's Marsh going again up the middle. Goes forward for about 3 yards. Going to bring up a 3rd down and short. Here's Ethan Miller going in at wideout for the Bears. Arneman's coming out. Good game for Holden Arneman on his first game of the year. Miller goes out to the left. Here's Rios in the shotgun. Marsh steps off to the right. They're bringing everybody in the box. Boy, and you can just see them. They got 8 guys in between the tackles here.
Yeah, they know that we're going to try to establish the run, try to drain the clock, get a lot of guys in, so they're going to come in and try to take that away from us.
All right, so we're down to 8 minutes to go in the game. West Branch leads 38-0. Nolan Staker on to punt for the Bears. Ball sets at about the 48-yard line at Cascade. Here's Trepanier on the snap. Nolan Staker, only a sophomore, set to punt. He gets a nice high punt. Gonna hit, gonna go out. Oh, gonna be down about the 10-yard line. So, again, he's had a couple nice punts that have just rolled exactly where you want them to go. And, you know, as with the Iowa team, you know, punting is the difference. And
well, I mean, all in all, I mean, the special teams tonight have been fantastic.
Yes.
It's not every day you see somebody attempting a 42-yard field goal in high school football, so I don't even count that against us.
And then you get a kickoff return.
We've had great punt teams tonight. We've had a couple close run backs on the punt return.
And that's Kevin Braddock and his special teams. So here's 1st and 10 for Cascade at their own 10-yard line. Hosh is back there in the shotgun. Alvarado goes up the middle. Bears close it up after a gain of a couple.
Like we have Staker back in there at a safety position with Sexton.
Mm-hmm. Gates still playing, and looks like Dylan Shilley on the defensive line over there. See if we can catch some other numbers there. Franz is still out there. So we got a 2nd down and 7 at the 13, 6 minutes to go here in the game. West Branch leads 38-0. Here's a handoff to Alvarado, and he gains, and nice hit. Going to be just short of the 1st down. Somebody came up and laid the wood there.
Yeah, it looked like Sexton came in there at the end and laid a nice shoulder into the kid.
Yeah. And that's good. I mean, the guy earns his yards, but you got to hit him at the end. So 3rd down and 1, 5:35 to go in the game. Ball setting at the Cascade 19-yard line. And again, they go 2 wideouts left, 2 wideouts right. Hosh back in the shotgun. And he's going to run the speed option. He's going to cut it up for the 1st down. Good job. Good tackle over there. Making sure that you make the tackle.
That was Braden again coming up and cleaning that up. Not after picking up the 1st down for Cascade.
29 and Cascade, 1st and 10.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Cougars at their own 29-yard line. We're under 5 minutes to go here in the game. 1 wide out to the left. Shakamal is at the left wing. 2 wideouts to the right. Hosh back in the shotgun. They hand it to Alvarado. He skips outside. Nice tackle by Braden Sexton there.
He's doing a good job coming up and making. I mean, the last 3 plays have been him finishing off the tackle, so that's a nice job.
Yeah, and that's a strong safety coming up on run support. So it's going to bring up a 2nd down and 4. They're up to the 35-yard line. About 4 minutes to go here in the game. Two wideouts left, one to the right. Shock 'em all set up on the right wing. Here we got motion. Going to do the jet sweep. He gets outside. Oh, somebody comes up and trips him up.
That was
Keaton?
Braden Sexton again.
Braden Sexton again. That's what.
Number 40 just entered the game here for us too,
Logan Christoffel. He's a sophomore. Great running back, great linebacker. Going to make an impact on this Bears in the next couple of years. Good wrestler. Wrestlers usually make good football players. We're down to 2:15 to go here in the game. We got a 3rd down and 4. They're at Cascade. It's their own 35-yard line. And they run the dive to Alvarado. He's going to end up a couple of yards short. Going to bring up a 4th down and 2.
2 yards to the 37.
And they're at the 37. We're 2:50 to go here in the game. The Bears got a very good chance of shutting out. They shut out Waterloo Columbus for the last 2 quarters last week, so they got a string of 5 in a row trying to make it 6.
Yeah, this is a very athletic defense. I mean, these guys can move. They're good in the run.
All right, here's Alvarado on the draw again. Going to gain the 1st down.
Like Staker in on the tackle.
And up to about the 44-yard line. We're getting close to 2 minutes. I think our Hoover uncommon play of the game is pretty evident in Joe Heyman in a 92-yard kickoff return. Tia, who are you thinking of our Main Street player of the game?
I have my own choice. I have my 2 choices. I think Joe Heyman is the uncommon play of the game, and I think, in my opinion, Cale Seidel is the player of the game. He had his interception, and he's got 5 catches for 42 yards and a touchdown.
I would agree with that. Matt agrees with that. Kip doesn't get a vote. He's the Simon.
Because then it could go 2-2, and we don't want that to happen. Then we got to go to a stat guy for a breaker, and we do not want that to happen.
And he'd pull a Simon Cowell on us anyhow. So.
Well, and it's Pete's birthday, so you know how that goes.
Yeah, that's true.
I do want to give a big shout out to my Wartburg buddies that went to Cascade. I'm not rubbing it in by any means, but Big Nate Schmidt and Jesse Gavin, I know they're jumping on the call tonight too to just hear how the whole team's doing. I just want to say hi to those guys.
All right, we're down to the last minute of the game. West Branch leads 38-0. 2nd down and 8 for Cascade. They're running the jet sweep again. They get outside. Bears make a good tackle there. But I do agree with your choices there, T, for our Hoover uncommon play of the game and our Main Street Sweets Polar Bear player of the game. You will get interviews from both of those. Again, we want to thank all our sponsors for helping us out. Cornerstone Real Estate, EMS Detergent, Fidelity Bank and Trust, Hodge Construction, Hoover Presidential Foundation, Main Street Sweets, Marcy Wellier, she's in the crowd, the Serving Cafe, Touched by Power, and West Branch Times. Don't forget to catch that's the final play of the game. They take a knee. West Branch leads 38-0. Kip is just, the Bears played very well, very solid. Gorgeous night for football. The Bears now go to 2-2, but more importantly, 1-0 in the district. But just your impressions of this team.
Well, besides the big glaring one for me is just the resiliency of this group. They could have, a lot of high school teams in the state, if they're down 0-2, they might as well, some teams pack it in.
Right.
This team came together. They fought. They came to practice. They got better every day, and now they're playing some pretty darn good football. The line of scrimmage, I feel like we were just completely dominating them all night long. We got great skill guys.
Yes, we do.
You know, we can really we're now, you know, throwing the ball really well and making people play us honestly on when we're on offense.
And our quarterback is improving. This is only his second game. Jared will probably get some stats for us, but his composure, his control of the game, the stable of running backs and wide receivers is just unlimited. Hirsch called a very good game. Tyler's defense threw a shutout, and special teams made a difference. But it's still just a little bit way different without Butch here. You expect him to be right there in the middle of the circle, thanking everybody and telling guys what they need to improve on.
He's definitely here. He's just here in a different way.
Yeah.
And again, if you're interested and you want to get involved in the Butch Pedersen Legacy Foundation, please reach out to us. We have obviously you can work with Fidelity Bank here in town, but 100% of the proceeds to the Legacy Foundation comes right back to the community, especially the youth. We want to get involved. We want to help with cancer research. We're well on our way to getting the statue for next fall. But we want to continue to give back to the youth of this community.
And the scholarships are invaluable,
We're looking to get involved. We're looking to do an annual golf tournament here in the spring, and then we're going to probably start finalizing a 7-on-7 football tournament here at West Branch next spring. That will be a big time attraction to a lot of the area high schools.
Well, I'll start loosening up my arm then. All right, so the Bears are meeting in the circle. Jared will get Coach Hirschman and our Hoover Uncommon play of the game and our Polar Air player of the game. But, Dyersville next week is one of those teams that we should be able to build off of. And then in 2 weeks is the big game. We got Regina coming here, and Regina's throwing the ball a lot. So this was actually a good tune-up for getting ready down the road.
Yeah, I mean, I think in Hirsch and the crew, the coaching staff are going to tell them, let's just worry about the next day.
Yeah.
Let's not get too far down the road here. We got an opponent next week that's going to, has been circling West Branch on their roster for a long time, and we're going to go and take care of business next week and get ready to play a good team.
Yeah, and that's what you have to do. You have to play your game and not your opponent's game, and so we can't worry about Dyersville. Monday we just have to focus, have a good Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of practice, go up there to an artificial turf. And, they've been a tough playoff team before, so I wouldn't expect anything different. Big crowd here now gathering on the field. A lot of red out there. Isn't that great just to see?
Yeah, I can't wait to see some of the photos for the pregame that was tonight. I mean, to see all the flags surrounding the field and the paratroopers jumping on in the field, and to have them carry one of my dad's flags was pretty cool too.
Yeah, and to see that flag come flying in, and we got to thank Tracy Schutte. Every week, Tracy puts up phenomenal photos of this football team, and go to the Facebook page tomorrow. Matt will have the highlights up.
And I would definitely encourage you to watch KCRG tonight. They were here and they were doing a lot of recording of the pregame in the first half of the game. So they'll definitely be on Friday Night Lights tonight.
All right, guys. I got Kale Seidel down here. You are our Main Street Suites Polar Bear player of the game. Interception down there in the end zone. 5 catches, 42 yards, and a touchdown. Talk about the game tonight.
We've been working really hard for 2 weeks, 3 weeks now. I mean, new season, district. It's our district now, so playing schools our size, we're ready for, and just working hard every day.
Yeah, and talk about that game last week, how it helped you get into tonight district play like you talked about, get you going here, and then moving into next week.
We saw how much potential we had last week and put in even more work this week and paid off.
Absolutely. Nice job tonight, Kale.
All right, good to see Kale Seidel. He's a senior. He's as fast as his dad was, Well,
Kale always stands out to me. He's just a good kid. I mean, every time I'm around the team, which has been, a few times here during the season, he always goes out of his way to say hello and come and talk to me, and I always appreciate that.
Well, and I think he would beat all of his uncles now in a race. Those Schultz boys were fast back in the day. But He definitely has some speed in him. And this whole overall team, from special teams to reserves to the starters, just has great speed, which is going to make a difference down the road.
All right, guys. I got Joe Heyman here now. Joe, we've talked about you for the last couple weeks now, whether you know it or not. You had a really nice game last week, another big game tonight. You are the Hoover Foundation Uncommon Play of the game with your return for the touchdown there. Talk about what you saw.
Well, our coaches they told us to just run it to our sideline no matter what side we were on, whatever we were doing. And when I first got the ball, took off, and there's about 3 guys right on our sideline, but there was a beautiful gap right through the middle of the field where I could cut, and all I had to do was get one guy off my hip, and there was no one else there.
Absolutely. And Quinn and I have talked the last couple of weeks. This is your first time playing football, I think, since 8th grade probably, and we talk about how good you are on the soccer field. Talk about what it means to you being back out for football this year.
It's a really cool experience. The fact that you can come away from a sport for that long and still come back with the athletic ability to do what I can do, it's pretty cool.
Absolutely. And Quinny, guys, he has been a huge part for this football team to this point. He's going to be a huge part moving forward. Nice job, Joe.
Thank you.
All right. That was Joe Heyman, a 92-yard kickoff return. We've had some great return guys in the past, I think.
All right, Quinny, I got, instead of Hirsch this week, we're going to go with Coach Braddock, mostly for the fact that our special teams really stood out tonight. Coach, we had a blocked punt, we had a return for touchdown, and I know our first 2 kickoffs, we pinned them almost inside the 5, but pretty much inside the 10. Talk about how well your special teams played tonight.
I mean, phenomenal. It was a great effort by those kids, and yeah, our goal is to keep them inside the 25, and we were well. I think we had the one down here. They talked Reese into kicking it. Farmer talked him into kicking it the other way. I wanted him to kick it through the end zone, get his 3rd touchback of the night. But Farmer talked him into that, and that's fine. We made a play. The guys ran down there and tackled him. I don't know what he got it out to, but our goal every kickoff is inside the 25. And then the block punt, that's Reese Tripp. I don't know how many he's got for his career, but that's something we practiced this week, and it was either going to be him or Cole get it. So they executed again. The fake punt last week. There's things we're doing on special teams each week to try to take advantage of the things we see.
Yeah, and talk about the guys that stand out. We just talked about Joe, and I saw you pointing to him and talking about how good he's been, and then you got Reese, the kicker. But then you have kids like Shea Farmer flying down making tackles, Braden Sexton making tackles. I mean, it just seems like you have, and Kale Seidel, you have a good core of guys that really stand out and make your special teams really good.
We do, and it's all of them. Even Ethan Miller, I mean, every guy on that squad has a job to do, and they take a lot of pride in it, and it's just awesome to see. It's fun. I mean, you could start naming individuals, but it's just a team effort, and the enthusiasm they have on special teams. You got to, it's their opportunity to go out there. They might not be guys that are playing every down on offense and defense, and they're making plays. So it's fun to see.
Absolutely, and you talk about team effort. So talk about moving forward. Last week, obviously, Quinny and I made a pretty big deal about it. We thought it was a complete team effort last week, and I thought tonight was your best overall game as a team, putting it all together, special teams, defense, offense. Talk about tonight and then moving forward.
Yeah, I mean, offensively, solid. Defensively, we wanted to make sure we had a few lineman issues. I might have talked about that last week, but on the secondary, the Braden Sexton's a real smart kid. He's back there getting guys lined up. We did a much better job because these guys, I don't know how many passes they attempted tonight and what the stats are, but we emphasized alignment and our, the guys up front were putting pressure on that quarterback. So it all started, it's like a team effort. Offense, defense, special teams, put it all together, and you come out with a 38-0 win.
Absolutely. And, Quinny, I talked last week, these coaches deserve as much credit as those players. And what I mean by that is especially Coach Braddock, special teams, he deals with all of these players. So you get all these kids in, and the reason our special teams are good are because of our players, but the reason they're great are because of our coaches putting them in good positions. Nice win tonight, Coach.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. This was, Kip offensively, defensively, special teams, the 3 phases of football. You got to shut out, great special teams, offense put up, 30 points up on the board.
Yeah, I mean, it was just a complete game on all ends, and it was just really good. And I also really love it when you can get your backups in too. One, it's a great experience, but also it's a reward for them for busting their tail during the fall season and helping out and giving the first team, good looks too.
And that was one thing your dad has always emphasized, that if you practice hard and you come out, you'll play in the game. Everybody will get in every game somewhere. And that's, you need those guys that are holding the bags, second team, and making the offense work and making them work hard. And those are the guys that really make the difference on getting your starters fine-tuned.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I mean, they have to put in the same effort and time and energy as anyone else. And, games like this where they can get in and play significant times and get reps, that's just an exciting time for them and rewarding them for their hard work.
Yeah. So, again, military night, very spectacular. Go to KCRG tonight. Scott Zabel was here. And it just was an unbelievably gorgeous night. The field, thanks to Tony Senio, looks wonderful. The SLF emblem in the middle is striking. But, yeah, just great tributes all over the place tonight to the military and the community showing their support like they did.
Yeah, this is a wonderful crowd tonight, and I really liked it at the end of halftime. Hopefully you guys got a chance to at least see it or maybe even hear it. But the marching band played the songs for each of the different branches. And everybody that was in attendance that wanted to come down in front of the crowd got quite a standing ovation from the home field. So
yeah, and for the football players to take the time to shake these veterans' hands. And we saw a couple pictures this week on Facebook where the captains were down high-fiving the elementary school kids. And that means so much, to a kid, to see all these big West Branch football players. And they're down there. And you've been on both sides of it where you were a ball boy looking up to, older players, and then you were a captain and doing the same thing. And
yeah, when I got a chance to come and talk to the team this summer, that was one of the things I really kind of emphasized to them is, to keep in mind that there's kids all over this community in this town that idolize them and look up to them, and they see and hear everything. And so to see those guys come back to the elementary schools and encourage the kids that have fun and try hard in school and be good people is really a cool thing.
It's one thing to look on TV and say, oh, wow, Luke Lachey's a hero or Patrick Mahomes is my hero. But when you can high-five one of your local captains and see him, that's a real hero. And these football players have just done a great job. It was a wonderful night. We're going to be up in Dyersville next week. Again, another important district game.
Yeah, and I'm just going to recap some stats. We were very balanced tonight. 8 rushing first downs, 8 passing, 123 rush yards, 114 pass yards, 237 total yards of offense. They actually possessed the ball almost by 10 more minutes than us, which is kind of impressive.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, just an outstanding job by our football team tonight, and I think it's a good start in the district and moving to Dyersville, a game that hopefully we can go up and take care of. I know they were down 35-0 to Wilton earlier, so it's a game we need to go up and take care of, but take it one game at a time. And that's what Hirsch was talking about in the huddle down there, because we know what looms ahead, and we got to stay focused on the task at hand.
All we need to do is focus on Monday practice, and we will be fine. So on behalf of the Bearcats, thank you, Kip, for coming out. It's always special. To my partner, Jared Tiley, a wonderful job on the sideline. I don't know why you didn't come up and do the play-by-play, because I could have hung out down there. And did you find any foods at District 5 that you liked?
Yes, I did. Sorry.
That's all right. Well, what did you try?
Steak sandwich was tonight.
Yes.
Very good. If you come to West Branch, I strongly encourage steak sandwich.
Cooked by the Lions Club, sold by the Boosters.
Yes.
So thank you to everybody. And again, a big shout out to Pete Swisher, who's at least 55. Even if you're dyslexic, he's 55.